The scene opens in a glade. An isolated glade upon a rocky structure. What greets your eyes is a tavern that you're familiar with. It's got a pit underneath it. Lovely morning light is pouring through from some of the sinkholes above. And you catch the very moment that candles ignite on the interior as the tavern opens up for service for the evening. Hello everyone, hi. Welcome in. How are we? Hi Maze, hi. Can't schlep. Sorry to hear it, Bob. Sorry to hear it. Glad to see that you're doing okay though. A little bit worried that you fell off the map, but if that's been falling off the map in productivity, I mean, hey, you know, all good. You moved. That would explain it. That would explain it. How am I? Yeah, good. I'm good, Maze. Very good. My sleep's been absolutely cactus. Speaking of sleep, my sleep's been absolutely cactus for the past week. So I spent the weekend fixing it. And it is fixed now, but oh God, was it pulling teeth. It was like pulling teeth. It was awful. But I'm good now. Congratulations with moving, Bob. Well, yeah, well done. About to attempt sleep? Good. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you're doing well. How are we? That was a hot contested one. Hotly contested. Good Lord. Sometimes it be like that. Glad it's back on track though. Thank you. No, this is going to sound bad, but I don't mean it in a bad way. I can't wait to sleep. Stream is good because it pads out my evening and kind of forces me to stay awake for the duration of like staying up. A good bedtime happen. But I'm excited. I'm excited to getting to sleep. 16's not bad, Fire. Oh, enjoy your look. Do what you gotta do. Chat doesn't even show the same as the banners did. Really, in terms of the order. Interesting. Because on mine it shows bottle, then Billy, then dust. But lag. I'm gonna claim lag. Check Discord. You've been robbed. Let's have a look. We have the logs. Check them out. Posted by Billy. we had Billy, then dust, then bottle, then fire. Oh no, that's rough. All of you see Billy, then you, then bottle. Spooky, ghostly interference. Hi Slink, how you going? Being excited for sleep isn't a bad thing at all. Should relish and be proud of conquered such a feat as a sleep cycle. It's hard to do. It's incredibly difficult to do. I had a sleep cycle. It was consistently go to sleep at around like 6 a.m. Not good. A bad sleep cycle. Awful sleep cycle. Even made an annoyed noise because you lost and then it popped up on stuff. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. You don't like this rock, Robert? Oh, sorry to hear it. Without putting kids to bed with Stranger Things episode, have fun. Yeah, see you soon. Yeah, do what you gotta do. Enjoy. Catch you soon. Pixie literally quoted this a minute ago. Perfect. Must have passed it to you because you went to sleep at 6 a.m. last night. No, mate. Oh, sorry, bud. Sorry. Your sleep schedule has been awful lately. Yeah. I tried to do soft resets where it's just like, oh, I'll go to bed with like 4 to 5 hours buffer. It just didn't work. It just, I needed to do the hardcore thing again. You're here to get your mid-average roll. Oh, no. Oh, sorry, blood. Sorry. Hope you're doing well. Rolls aside. Really cool to hear that you're working on a game at the moment, blood. How's it been treating you? You're in another stream. You're messing with the TTS bot, and the voice of it is Marcus. Is it from like Borderlands? Staying up to watch Has Been Hotel Wish. Ah, that would be why. Got some great restorative sleep this weekend. We stand good sleep. We all aspire to good sleep if we can possibly get it. You're here to fail spectacularly. It shall not be written. Working on the game so fun and stressful, not gonna lie, but like a fun and engaging stressful, right? Where it's like challenging you and it gets your anxiety up, but in like an exhilarating way. Marcus the Worm? No, the meme? I'm not familiar with a meme, Marcus. There's a VR chat creature called Marcus who speaks in it. Ah, the worm guy. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I've seen that a couple of times. Hi, Noctra. Hey, how you going? 16's not bad. A lot of 16s in chat, actually. I am pleased to announce 2 things. These aren't stream-related things. Sorry, don't get your hopes up in that regard. But I'm happy to announce 2 things. First thing is I finally bit the bullet and I've ordered my PC components. I upgraded my processing stuff about 6 months ago. So like CPU, motherboard, RAM. That was mostly it. Now I've gone and upgraded monitor, GPU and power supply. So I've done the full gambit at this point. Had to string it along because it was going to be super expensive if I did it all in one punch, but finally did it. Really, really, really happy. A little bit apprehensive at the cost, but hey, things cost things. So I'm happy that I finally got my replacement microphone coming in as well, which is nice because this one, the audio port is just absolutely cactus. Half the time I have to sit there for like a good solid 30 seconds fixing it, and it's just awful, absolutely awful. Some of that's coming in tomorrow. Exciting, very, very, very exciting. But I'll keep everybody posted as to how that's going, because the most exciting aspect of the upgrade is my current setup is I've got my casual stuff over on the left, and then I've got my work stuff over on the right. So whenever I work, I have to pick up all of my things, move them to the right side of my desk and set up in front of my right monitor because it's got all of the accurate colors. Its brightness is good, and it doesn't do weird cracky things. It's a nice Illustrator monitor, and then the one on the left has high refresh rate and doesn't do any screen tearing. So I have 2 very different monitors at the moment, so I have to pick up and move my workstation every time I want to do different things. So hopefully with the upgrade, I can just stay on the one monitor. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Such a small team, but you have big eyes on you. It's hard to keep everything on right spot because thousands of players will judge. Yeah, fair. Good. Done with internship. Had D&D yesterday and again on Saturday. Ooh, been meeting with people that are going to look at your bachelor project tomorrow. Have a meeting with Indie Game Team. You met at Tech Conference on the... Yeah, good things going. Absolutely good things going. The worst thing about you rolling a 19, your D&D character recently started critting on 19s too. Since then, you haven't had a single crit in 2 big... No. That's how it goes. As soon as you increase the likelihood of you hitting crits... Gone like the wind. Have some exciting stuff coming up in the near future. Hell yeah. You're excited? Good. Good. That's super exciting to hear. So first piece of news was tech upgrade. So tech upgrade is going to happen over the next 2-3 weeks as components come in. Super exciting. And then second thing is I'm working on a relatively large D&D project for the first time in, 4 years? Oh, God, I'm loving it. It's so freaking fun. Anybody who's into writing anything, I feel as though I'm kindred spirits in a way. I won't even go so far as to say like I'm doing authorship. Absolutely not. It's just world building stuff at the moment. But oh God, is it addictive? It's so much fun. So much fun. Creativity, 100%. The Mighty Nine, have I started watching? No, Billy has though. Billy's been watching The Mighty Nine. He really, really, really enjoys it so far. I'm the type of person who needs to wait until it's all been released to binge watch it. I can't watch it piecemeal, one piece at a time, because I don't know. It's not even like a fussy thing. I just fall off. I wait for like 3-4 episodes and then I kind of lose interest and I go do other things. Okay, I'm like a weird Yeti creature where I go meh, meh, and then I kind of wander off into the forest after waiting for too long. So I need to wait for the full thing to come out before I start watching it. I'm excited too though, because campaign 2 is apparently the best so far. Literally said to someone on Saturday night, D&D, that it's something that finally hitting that book writing itch. 100%. 100%. Because like, yeah, I will never say that I'm authoring anything, unless I actually write source books or whatever. But I'm actively using authorship resources, you know? Like I'm using applications and stuff that are used exclusively by authors, basically. So I feel as though I'm at least walking around in the backyard of authors. You think that's how it is for your cousin too? It's just so satisfying. It's so satisfying to like make satisfying little idea packages. I don't know what it is. Guys, I think creating things is fun. Usually waiting for voice acting from your favorite studio. This time you've started an original. Oh boy, no regrets. Yep. How have you found... have you found it, like, satisfying? Kind of like how Bottle and I are talking about, like, scratching an itch. Are you finding working on your game kind of scratches a creative itch for you? Checked out the world building stuff. I said, no, absolutely not yet. As I said, I've been in the washing machine for the weekend, but now that my sleep is stable, I'll start looking. I'll start peering out of my cave again. Art of creation, 100%. I joined a VC chat on a voice chat. Yeah, I joined a VC on Saturday at like it would have been almost midnight. This was in the middle of my metamorphosis from thing below human to barely resembling human. And my first words were good morning, and the response that I received from the people in the chat was, oh no. Oh dear. There's a bit of fun in being able to roll around in the muck for a couple of days while you're fixing things. It gave me an opportunity to just play a bunch of Hollow Knight. I completed the first ending in Hollow Knight. 101% completion, I think it was. I am now going through what's known as the Path of Pain. It's not that bad. It was hyped up as like, this is the worst parkouring platforming section of any video game ever, you're going to cry tears of blood by the time. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's difficult. It's not that bad. I feel as though, I don't know, you've been through trials and tribulations at that point in the game. Yeah, like if you've gone through and you've been pretty thorough with the game up until then, you've gone through trials and tribulations with it. Cave Story's final parkour section you never beat. Cave Story. Oh, no, I've never played Cave Story. I wouldn't put it up there with some of like the Rage games. I'd say that Rage games are like way more difficult than the Path of Pain. But at the same time, I don't find Rage games fun. So I'm enjoying myself, basically. It is challenging enough to have me attempting to improve, but not so challenging to the point where I find it to be a pointless venture. I will say I have trivialized an element of it though. I'll fully admit that. There is a charm in the game where if you take damage, if you stand still and just wait for a second, you regenerate the life that you lost. And I do have that charm equipped. But in my humble defense, though, it's a late game charm and it's a late game challenge, so I feel as though I'm playing by the rules. Hive-Blight is a Path of Pain staple. I felt so. Felt as much. Why are we doing lines? Oh, just warming up my hand. Just warming up my hand, Bob. I have been neglecting my vegetables. So I have decided that every time I start stream, I'm going to do proper warm-ups. You're warming up your nose with your lines? Ooh, a bit of a spicy nose candy. Dearie dear. Oops. I've explained it before, but I'll explain it again. Basically, I'm building up muscle memory. Well, yeah, muscle memory, I guess. Muscle familiarity, I guess, is muscle memory. Pen control, as well as better form. Instead of using your wrist to draw the lines, it's very easy to control the line if you use your wrist, right? Because then you can be incredibly micro with your movements and you get to control the whole thing, but it tends to feel a little bit stiff. So instead I'm using my whole shoulder to draw the lines. It means I've got less control, but it feels more fluid. So it's a good skill to have. So building it up. It'd be snowing outside. Ooh. I've been dreaming of a white Christmas. Okay, we don't get snow anywhere near Christmas, even if you are on top of mountain or whatever it happens to be. So there's something incredibly magical about hearing about snow during winter time. Like snow during like end of year holiday time. It's a very cool thought. Building muscles too. Can do 40 push-ups. Hey, well done. Well done, well done, well done. Yeah, no, I'm jealous. I want to get to the point where I can do pull-ups again. But that will require a little bit of consistency on my part. 40 push-ups is a very solid bump. Yeah, incredibly solid. You're proud of you, as you should be. Oops. Eh. There we go. We have lines. There we go. Haven't had snow here during Christmas for years now either. Get snow in November. Nothing once you hit December, and then snow again in January, February. Really? There's like a little eye of the hurricane type deal. That's unfortunate. But you still get snow. You still get some snow. Literally just thinking the same thing. Would love to be able to do pull-ups again. Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those things where it's more indicative of your current shape more so than it is a goal by itself, you know? At least it is for me. I know that I'm in a good spot with my bouldering if I can do pull-ups. If I can pull off a pull-up. Sometimes you get snow the day before the 24th and then it's gone again before Christmas. Oh no. Global warming, yeah. Yep. I've got a good friend of mine works mountainside. And yeah, he's been saying that it's become more and more tumultuous. Year to year. Snow is becoming more and more sparse. Which sucks. Very sad, yeah. Oh, ads in 3 minutes. Ads in 3 minutes, everyone. If you've got anything that you got to do, if you got to get up, stretch, grab a drink, grab a snack, do a chore, whatever it happens to be. You're not ready? Oh, no, I'm sorry, bud. You got 3 minutes to prepare yourself. Okay, I have eyes again. A big journey for you for the last year. A bit coming back to work after back injury. Getting back into shape is very hard. It's one of those things where you're very much so looking at a Mount Everest whenever you get back into it. At least that's the case for me. It was the same with me and art as well. Deciding, hey, you know what, I'm going to pursue illustration. And then looking at what it takes to get good. Similar feeling with getting back into shape. Looking at that Mount Everest in front of you and be like, oh. But people don't give this advice for no reason. It's very much so a baby step situation. You're going to have way more success with your progress if you're taking it one step at a time, not focusing on the overall monolithic task ahead of you. Instead of breaking it down into like, I'm gonna get up to that little plot of snow up there, that little flat. Yeah, that's gonna be my goal. I'm gonna get to there, and then I'll celebrate. I'll do a little celebration when I get to there. And then when you get to there, you go, oh, you know what? There's a little ladder. There's a little ladder that's, crossing a gorge in front of me. I'll cross that ladder. That will be my goal. When I get to the end of that ladder, oh, hell yeah, I've completed a task. Let's celebrate that. As soon as you start engaging in this mind cage, torment, prison of, God, I can't celebrate until I reach the top, you've screwed yourself before you've even started. You've got to break it up into pieces. Not enough time. What are you supposed to do? Call a loved one? They're all asleep? Oh no. All we can do is pray. Gods, have mercy on my soul. As the ads crash in, oh guys, tumble of limbs, screams, blood. construction work allows for nice steady improvement. Yeah. Yep. It's something that I struggle with in particular. I'm very much so an all or nothing by nature kind of person. I've had to learn to be okay with bite-sized chunks. And it's very much so been a journey to become okay with it. I still get hit occasionally by the existential burnout of like, oh God, I'm not making it. But welcome. Hi. Welcome in, everybody. Oh God, my 2 seconds. Sorry, 2 seconds. Oh God, with the ads as well. Oh jeez, it's all a mess. Hi, welcome in. Oh, hello? Why is my webcam? Hello? What happened? What? Hi, welcome in, Sunshine. How you going? Welcome. Sorry, everything's gone to heck and back. What if I go back to the main scene? What? No, come back. No, it's cool. It's cool. Zen. I'm in my place of calm. Hi. Welcome. Welcome in. How you going? How you going, Sunshine? How was your stream? Did you go well? Did you do things? Ooh, Fairy, it's exclamation mark D20. Got with ads, timing on them, starting was bad. Yeah. No, it tends to be the case. Hope stream was good, Sunshine. If you've got stuff that you'd like to share, I'd love to see. 11's not bad. 11's not bad at all. Welcome in, everybody. Sorry for ads. That was tragic timing. I hope you're doing well. Sunshine, I would like a little bit of art tax if you've got it on hand. But yeah, hope stream went well. Welcome in, everybody. If you haven't met me before, hi, I'm Harley. Nice to meet you. I'm a freelance visual fantasy illustrator, so I do scenes, landscapes, characters, portraits, that kind of thing. If you like that kind of stuff, you might like me. Welcome in. Working on studies today. Super run of the mill. Just a street scene, just to get my head wrapped around buildings. How am I doing? Yeah, doing well. I've just gone through the absolute gauntlet, Sunshine. My sleep was in like the 9th circle of hell, all the way down. Or like Dante's journey down to the bottom. At the end of that book, Dante's Inferno, they actually found my sleep schedule at the very bottom of the pit. And I spent this last weekend fixing it, so it's been a full gauntlet. But we're back on top. We're back on top. We fixed it. We're all good. We are awake during the daytime. Huzzah. We take those. Massive door and a big soft dude. How dare you? No, it's fun down here. I love being underneath this bus. It's a good time. Buildings are just advanced boxes. Yes, but as soon as you start doing interesting things with like soft bendy buildings, that's when things get a little bit messy. Like, for example, this pathway dips, which means it drops the horizon. I'll get into it a little bit later. Sunshine, if you've got... Thank you. If you've got work that you'd like to share, I would love to see. If you have to raid and run, all good. I fully understand. Streaming takes a lot out of you. If you've got to grab snacks, water, rest, got stuff to do, all good. If you want to stay, happy to have you. Either way. Ooh. Hot damn. Lunks with the natural 20. Hot damn. What are you using your natural 20 on? Nice. The Insta. Let's have a look. If you guys haven't seen Sunshine's work before, first of all, how dare you? But second of all, it's incredible. Really, 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 really cool. Really, 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 really cool stuff. Talk about illustrative. Amazing children's illustrations. Really, really, really emotive. Really, really, really cool. She tackles a lot of kind of down-to-earth subject matter as well. Like a lot of characters that experience maybe ways of thinking a la like ADHD, autism, like that, like atypical, I suppose is the word that comes to mind. Really, really, really cool stuff. Highly recommend checking out her stuff. Her link is in the chat. Recommend. Dropping her a follow on Insta, dropping her a follow on Twitch. You will not regret it, I promise. Oh, just so freaking cute. Really, really, really cool. Oh, the colour. It's so poppy. It's so good. So good. You won't regret it, I promise. Sadly, nothing new except fancy dresses. Fancy dresses are plenty new. All good. You know you're lucky. It's a good state to be. It's a good state to be in. Didn't recognize the name, but you do the art. Yeah. Yep. Look at those chickens. Yeah. Really, really cool. Really, really cool stuff. Art style so much. Yep. No, really cool art style. Really, really, really cool. Big Eyes was the example that was given, I think last time you raided, which was an artist who did portraits with like the really overemphasized large eyes, and it really, really indicative of that. Really, really, really cool. Really, really, really cool. Okay. But yes, as I was saying before, I struggle with man-made structures. So I spent a year doing studies of natural landscapes and big, large open fields and scenes and stuff like that. But I struggle with built subject matter. So I'm going through now and just exploring what makes them tick. So like, for example, the ground in this scene dips below the street, so the buildings are on your kind of traditional perspective grid, but then the ground actually dips below that traditional perspective grid, so you actually have a second horizon line. You've got one up here that this building on the right is adhering to, and then you've got a second one that's dipped below that the pavement is adhering to, and they're out of alignment. It creates a really cool perspective that I just wouldn't have thought of off the top of my dome. So I'm glad that I've had a look at this one. Dice making time, lurking, enjoy. Look at me being all bad. Oh. Yeah, all the time. I definitely don't make a fool of myself on a daily basis. I'm fancy like this all the time, I promise. I know things. But yeah, I fab. Oh, thank you. No, you. No, you're breathtaking. Oh, God, I love that Keanu Reeves meme so much. But yeah, I wouldn't have realized that you can be so loosey-goosey with structures like this. But if it's a loosey-goosey structure style, like a quaint village or like a haunted city or anything where you want to be a little bit more wavy with your lines, you can totally do that. Like this inner wall here on the left shouldn't look like that, because that, like, the perspective grid doesn't align with it. You shouldn't really be able to see that wall based on the rest of the perspective that you're looking at. So what that means is essentially that wall is just diagonal. That's a diagonal wall there that's just done a little bit loosey-goosey. And it totally works. And it totally works. Because everything's kind of a little bit wibbly-wobbly. And it functions. So it's nice to see that you can just kind of play it fast and loose when it's appropriate to do so. You liked it? Oh, thank you, fan. Thank you, thank you. How you going? How's your weekend? Got to watch those loose gooses? You do. Yeah, you got to keep your eyes peeled. Who knows what they're up to? Because that's always the problem that I've had with structures like this has been, I feel like I have to conform to how it works, you know? Like, I'm not drawing at that point in time. I'm pulling out my ruler and working with a grid, and that's just all I'm doing. I'm not actually just creating stuff off the top of the dome. But you can totally add character. You can totally add character. Have I seen Francis.co work? Great architecture art, loose like that? No, I haven't. If you have a link, please send through. I would love to see. Like that style of architecture, definitely check out Bermetia from Final Fantasy IX. Bermetia, let's have a look. Plug it into a little text document over here. Bermetia FF9 architecture. Or architecture, I suppose. Architecture, there we go, plugged in. Yeah, I'll give it a look after. I'll give it a look between streams. Hell yeah, thank you. Thank you for the recommendation. I am appreciative of all recommendations along those lines because I'm in sponge mode at the moment. I'm trying to drink in everything. So if you have recommendations like that, I will happily take them on board. Speaking of, Francis.co. Francis.co. Architecture. There we go. Plugged in. 16's not bad. 16's not bad at all. Gonna have to head out. Have a nice rest of the stream. Thanks, Dust. Thanks for stopping by. Catch you later, bud. Enjoy your day. Gonna jump out for a bit. Technically out right now, so you'll just do an errand and be back in half an hour or so. Yeah, do what you gotta do. Good luck. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. But yes, speaking of D&D roles, as I was saying earlier, I'm back in the writing chair for writing an adventure, and it's both fun and incredibly daunting at the same time. Because my eyes have been a little bit bigger than... if I were to say that my eyes were bigger than my stomach, it kind of implies that I've bit off more than I can chew. And I don't think that's the case. I don't think that is the case. But I have gone ambitious with it. I think I am capable of pulling it off, but I have given myself a task to undertake. Very much so. I have tasked myself with world building basically an entire city, which isn't too daunting. Like there are definitely kind of structures that you can adhere to make things a little bit easier, but it's still, I don't know, you're still designing a full city. Big 25, time to rent a stream car. Oh, hell yeah. Could drive this. Congratulations, 25 streak. Hell yeah, that's awesome. I was trying to find out one that was the real IP. Oh, let's have a look. Yes. Yeah, I do follow this artist. Yeah. Yep. For some reason in my head, I was thinking that this person was an architect. I thought you were recommending an architect to me. And my brain was like, no, I kind of threw out all of my architecture knowledge a few years ago. Yes, I do follow this artist. Very, 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 very cool. Really, really, really like his stuff. About 6 months, maybe a year ago, say a year ago, he did a mural in real life with that style. Sick. Absolutely sick. Awesome. Really, really, really cool. Got such great work. 100%. Miz, hi. Welcome in. Mild.exe, welcome. Hi, welcome in, Miz. How'd you go? How was stream? Snow, welcome. Welcome in, everybody. Miz, the usual, if you have some art tags that you have on hand that you would like to share, I would love to see. I hope your stream was good. Welcome in, everybody. If you haven't met me before, I'm Mahali. Nice to meet you. I'm a fantasy illustrator, freelance. So I do scenes, landscapes, characters, this kind of thing. If you like this kind of stuff, you might like me. Welcome. Got a whip you're doing on stream if I want to see. Yeah, yes, please. Thank you for the follow, Mild. Thank you. Welcome to the Tavern. I hope you enjoy your stay. Apparently almost every artist you follow on Instagram follows Iona Piaru, and you're not at all surprised. The name rings a bell, but I am terrible with names, famously so I might not follow them. With such cool art, you gotta find. Thank you. I'm working on a series of studies at the moment, so you're not going to see some original art out of me for a little bit. But it's this kind of work that leads to the art that I make. So you'll see some of the structure, the skeleton underneath. I can give it. You know what? I can give a sneak preview of something that's almost finished. Got this one. This one's almost finished. This one's kind of why I'm doing the street studies at the moment. Kind of giving me a little bit of understanding of perspective and lighting and stuff with buildings. And I can already see how I can improve it. So I'm really glad that I'm going through this process. I follow her. Yeah, there you go. Boom. Hi, nice. How you going? Welcome. How was your weekend? How was everybody's weekend, actually? Now that I ask. Very cool stuff. Never done any studies. You're just winging it. I recommend it. I highly recommend it. It's one of those things. Thank you for the follow, Raspberry. Welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay at the Tavern. It's one of those things where a little bit goes a long way, you know? If you do just like 5 minutes or something every day, it leads to big improvements. Has been slapped in the Discord. Excellent. Let's have a look. Ooh. Wait a second. This is incredibly Eldritch coded. That doesn't sound like Miz. It's sick. It's awesome. Love the localized lighting on the orb. Really, really, really cool. Really cool. It's awesome. Oh, so like witchy character-filled fingers. No, glorious. Coming along well. No, this one's a home run. I can see already. Casey, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Holy fabulous. Amazing late night calm voice. Don't think I've ever heard a Yeti mic tune so well. Thank you. No, it's not even, this is the webcam mic. This is me without my makeup on. No, thank you. No, I appreciate that very much so. Thank you. I actually have a replacement Yeti coming in because this one has served me well for a good solid 5 years now. But its audio port has cacked it. So I'll need to be installing that new one pretty soon. Very much so, not even close to being done, but no, coming along well. I can see the DNA underneath. Really, really, really cool. Not at all. Spotted a mile away. If I just saw that work in progress in isolation, in just like an oasis in the middle of the desert, I would immediately pick Miz. Oh, if I were to see it in the pit, if I were to see the work in the pit with you down there, I would immediately know that it's yours. Was doing dishes because your dishwasher broke, then groceries because your 7 guinea pigs demanded carrots and kibble. So you also bought hay because you can never have too much hay. Of course. Yeah, no, 7 guinea pigs, good lord. I struggle to look after one cat. 7 guinea pigs is a monumental effort. Well done. The dice say I lie about webcam mic. Guilty. Actually half broken. Mahali's voice is just too powerful. High quality mic would enthrall you so. He's sparing us. Such a kind, glorious... Not with the leader talking. Good lord. Kind and merciful. Yeah, something like that. How you going, Casey? How was your weekend? I was just regaling everybody with the tales of my sleep reset, because my sleep's been scrambled since last week. Week before last week, good lord. I was in and out of hospital with a family member across the entire week, and it tumble dried my entire sleep schedule to the point where I was consistent actually. I'll say that with pride. I was consistently falling asleep at 5 and 6 a.m. in the morning. So that was cactus. So I spent the weekend resetting it. It was very much so a torturous process, but we're back on top. Functioning well. Your art has been really been a web of you trying stuff. Started with 3D modeling and then moved into small picture icon stuff. Really not similar at all. All good. We have artists from every walk of life here. Pixel artists, graphic artists, cartoonists, traditional, digital, everything under the sun. All good. You're in good company. Stop it, man. Need a buddy. Such amazing animals, but not an easy pet at all. They're extremely high maintenance. Yeah, I've heard so. I've heard that they can be incredibly temperamental. Bunnies as well, I hear can be a little bit of a pain. Been nice so far. You refuse to call it Monday until you go to sleep on Sunday, 1:30 a.m. here at the moment. That's fair. No, that is fair. I'll grant you that. Time zones are BS anyway, so it's all arbitrary. Weekend as a whole was good. You got sick on Sunday and couldn't sleep, so now you're here at 10:30 a.m. on a Monday, tired and sick. Sorry to hear it, bud. Sorry to hear it. Yeah, everybody's been getting the sniffles, or worse. Everyone's been getting the sniffles or worse lately. It's been difficult to hear. I've dodged it because I'm a hermit. I'm an absolute hermit. But a bunch of people around me have all been crook. So yeah, it seems worse this year as well, because usually it gets pretty bad around this time. But welcome, Fields. How you going? Hi. 28 times, hell yeah. Time zones are your enemy because they keep you from spending time with your favorite internet people. 100%. That's why I've tried to have my cake and eat it too, where I have my early streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays and my late streams on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, is specifically for that reason, so that I can hang out with people that I like in kind of your North Americas, South Americas, that kind of area, and then you've got the late time zone, so that you can so I can hang out with like kind of European, like Western Asia, that kind of time zone section as well. And then Australians around the clock, I suppose. Can't get rid of them. Morning. How you going, Green? 15's not bad. 15's not bad at all. I reckon that's a success, like 90% of the time. Been able to dodge it because you're also a hermit. It's good, right? I mean, not the hermit thing. Being able to dodge the bullets is nice. Emotionally exhausted. Sorry to hear it, bud. Gonna make yourself a snack and chill for a bit? Yeah, all good. Do what you gotta do. It's a success, 100%. Yeah. Hope I'm all right today. Yeah, no, it was rough last week. Kind of dealing with the aftermath of all the chaos that happened the week before. But I'm leagues better, miles better this week. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Been waiting for the stream. And here I am. Hope it all goes well. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I didn't have a Friday stream, and a few of my other streams last week were absolutely all over the place. But hopefully now that I've cleaned up my sleep, we can have a bit of consistency this week. Let's hope. You feel the most calm you have in months, actually? Burnt all the emotions? What happened? How am I doing, dude? Yeah, a lot better. A lot better than last week. Thanks for asking. A lot better than last week. Love to paint along, but you got work to do. All good. All good. If you got a lurk to pay attention to what you're doing, I fully get that. All good. Why am I such a coward? I need to... These colours down here are way darker, and I'm just refusing. I need a light to dark gradient from top to bottom, which is kind of what I was talking about before, where I said that I've got some lessons that I've already started to learn based on this that I could apply to this. One of them is kind of a light to dark, kind of light flood. Because even though direct sunlight is hitting this building here, one, this should be way brighter if it's receiving direct sunlight from that right side, and two, you've got reflected light off this left building onto the right building. The sky is a light box as well, so you're going to have a little bit of light flooding in from there as well. The lighting could be vastly improved in the background there. Great success. Learning already. Problem is lurking is too distracting from what you're doing. Oh no. Actually, speaking of lurking, I'm going to run something by everybody. Brace for impact. I'm considering doing more streams, not replacing the ones that I've currently got, don't worry. Additional streams that are non-webcam, non-dialogue ones. It sounds horrendous, I'll admit, but there are some streams that I want to do that are just me fully focusing on work and just plodding along with productivity stuff. But I also like the idea of like turning it into a stream as well. But at the same time, I fully understand if the idea of me not talking and you not being able to see my webcam is a kind of... Never can paint while talking, get dead focus. That's the thing, right? Is it would allow me to kind of get more study streams in, and get like tangible practice out of them. Not to say that this isn't practice, but I'm kind of half paying attention to what I'm doing. Does that sound like a thing that would be interesting, or is that something that I should just dedicate a bit of like separate time, or maybe just like through Discord streams or whatever? So I can do whatever I want, for sure. But at the same time, I want to know if that would interfere with the enjoyment that you have of stream usually. How do I explain it? I'll word it like this. So if if you go to tune into a Mahali stream and you're excited to hang out, but half the time, randomly, if you're not paying attention to the streaming schedule, I'm just basically not available to chat with, would that feel kind of bad? You sometimes paint with your friend. She sometimes is so talkative and wants you to join in the conversation too, but you're boring when you're working. Well, that's the thing, right? Is when I'm fully concentrating, I'm not very talkative. Sure, I'd have some interested parties. Personally, come here for a conversation if you're honest. Yeah, see, that's why I want it to be a conversation that we have. Through a viewer's point of view, believe no cam, no conversation streams are not as interesting for people. Fair. Body dumpling can occasionally be awesome. That was the thought, right? Is that it kind of gives a place for body doubling kind of vibe. But if the general consensus is not as interesting, then it might be something that I do on Discord instead. I mean, obviously it's not going to be as interesting. You know what I mean? From your extremely limited time in the stream so far, enjoy listening to my thought process, even if it isn't necessarily a conversation. Right, okay. So turn it into almost like a one-sided... Yeah, okay. Love these kind of streams. Feel like drawing with someone in peace. Okay. Interesting. My biggest fear with implementing something like that would be that it ruins the stream. It ruins like the Mahali stream for people if it's like, well, half the time I turn up and I can't even chat with you, you know. That is my fear. Hi Plasma, hi, how you going? Welcome back from ads, by the way. Like a little inner monologue. Well, that's how I kind of operate half the time in this stream at the moment. Is now food time? Go. Enjoy. Yes. Go. Do what you gotta do. Perhaps I can workshop format to work more comfortably for myself. Yeah, okay. So like a comfortable in between something. I enjoy this current format that we've got for my usual stream times, but I'm thinking of potential additional streams is the thing. I wouldn't be able to do additional streams with that same degree of engagement because I don't have that kind of social battery. I would just be dead. I'd be dead within the week. So I'm trying to think of ways to do almost like a semi-stream. I don't know how else to describe it. Thanks for taking the little horrors for a little bit. Yeah, of course. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thanks, bud. Thank you. Enjoy your snacks. Enjoy your food. Thank you for raiding, obviously. Sorry, distracted. What's my main concern? My main concern is if people enjoy the fact currently that they can see that I'm live, jump in, and one, have engaging conversation, or two, kind of listen to the ambient talk that's going on in the background kind of thing. If I were to, shall we say, add 2 or 3 more streams in a week where it's completely no dialogue, like silent, it's just music in the background while I work, it'll feel like my stream is less consistent, because you'll turn up to come and enjoy a conversation with me, but I just won't be available for those 2 or 3 extra streams, you know? I want to please 2 different crowds. It's less that and more, I want to stream more, but I can't stream like this more. That makes sense? That's where I'm thinking that maybe if I were to do that format on Discord instead, it would be a separated platform, so it like separates the expectation, you know? You think that now's how you feel about it? Yep. So what I could do is I could make it a regularly scheduled thing, but on Discord instead. That way you know that when you're jumping into my Discord stream or whatever, that's the experience that you're getting, and you're not getting that mixed bag of, is he going to be up for talking this stream or not, you know? Also struggle with working on commissions in Discord. Yeah, exactly. Yep, same thing, right? Whereas if I make it on Discord that it's understood that I'm just going to be less talkative, or like non-talkative, it's just going to be like a hangout for company, less so for conversation thing. Sets expectations at the door, you know? Pixie and you love hearing me ramble, laugh, and chat. It's the madman in me that it keeps me going. The voices, they won't shut up. I think this would work. Like, for example, 4 times a week talk-based streams, and 1 time a week is for silent one. Some streamers that play the same game usually take 1 day off to play something else, so they get a refresher. Well, that's what my Friday streams are at the moment, is a little bit more community focused. That way I'm not as improvement pilled every single stream. Gives me a chance to just kind of cool off a little bit. Thank you for playing ball, by the way, and giving me feedback. I appreciate it very much so. I'm absolutely not disappointed in responses along the lines of, actually, you know what, I'm not interested in that, because it's helpful. Very, 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 very helpful. I appreciate it. Don't want to dissuade me from it at all, by the way. Obviously, just 1 drop in a very big glass of water. Yeah, but at the same time, I'm looking for feedback, right? Just positive reinforcement is good, but it can be unhelpful if you're looking to gauge the temperature, you know. So very, very much so appreciate honest feedback. Thank you, thank you. Can separate the streams into as well. Like if you were usually streaming, let's say 3 hours, split them in parts, like 2 hours of talking, 1 hour of just bliss. That way, would be up and doing the Twitch once. We'd get in touch with people want, and the time to yourself to really focus. Yeah, okay. Could have like little focus components as well. Yeah, potentially. I'll think about it. Thank you for raising multiple options. It gives me multiple paths that I can kind of choose from. Yeah, no, it does. Ooh, excuse me. haven't been here very much. You can certainly enjoy stream of people doing stuff without really talking to chat. Yeah, that's fair. Which was kind of what we were talking about before, right? Where maybe sort of a more podcasty version, right? Where maybe for the next dedicated hour, I'm going to hunker down and concentrate and kind of talk through my thought process still, but just not engage with chat as much. That's always an option. PNG Tube and Mahali with mute icon over the eyes of I think it can work for some streamers, potentially not here. Because you totally understand. Don't think you'd make a good streamer because you're usually silent. You look for sound while picking streams, or if you're getting engagement, you're looking for something really good, so it gets your attention. Yeah, yep. That's kind of what I'm referring to. Is not to toot my own horn, and let me know if I'm tooting it a little bit too loudly. But I reckon I do a pretty decent job of being engaging. I guess I don't know. Yeah. So the thought of removing that aspect is maybe not great. You're a natural. Oh, thank you. No, stop. Oh God. Like non-chatty ideas, also because you're enjoying a chatting enough that it's hard to focus on your work. Right, okay. So it's like a concentration hour where everybody knuckles down, concentrates on their work for a little bit. Yeah, potentially. You miss your muted dumbass image that you got to show up when you muted your mic because you kept forgetting it. Well, that's always an option. I could lie. We've been chatting rogues lately, actually, kind of like a D&D rogue. I could be mischievous. Say, oh, I'm so sorry. I was on mute for the past hour and a half, listening to music and singing, having the best time. Just lie. Always an option. Stop being so cool and nice. Frick you, Casey. Oh God, it's such like a drama theatre kid start an argument with someone. You very awkwardly walk up to them and kind of shove them a little bit, like, frick you, I hate you and your guts. Much better? Excellent. Working perspective? Yeah. I'm eating my vegetables, Bez. I'm eating my veggies. Thank you for the encouragement. So perspective is everything. Peace better be it. Oh, good Lord. Speaking of setting expectations, usually watching stream while you're working or painting. Usually engage with the streamer if they're talking or if you catch a good song that you enjoy. There's a streamer who plays just the songs you enjoy and connects their Spotify to the stream. Can even !song to get the song that you're playing. Yeah. I usually have a bot down the bottom left that plays like what song, who's it by. The majority of the music that I listen to is by Vinsfept, by the way. I'll chuck it in chat. The bot is broken currently as of literally today. Vinsfept. Highly recommend them. I'm in the I am browsing for new music player bots now that this one's gone cactus. Oh no, my microphone overheated. I must turn it off for an hour. Yeah, exactly. Good Lord. Just little mischievous me. Just do a cat cam instead. True. God, Noel is way more charismatic than I am. God. Bottle, if you think I'm a natural, God, just wait until the cat goblin gets on stream. You wheezed. Oh no. It's the sickness season. No, don't wheeze. Understand why I would like to do non-talkative stream. Think I can go for it, but it's probably not going to be as successful as talkative and interactive. 100%. I'd anticipate that that would be the case, that maybe half, less than half. But what I'd be worried about is if it ruins normal streams as well, because the expectation is shattered of like, I expect to come into a Mahali stream and I'm not getting a Mahali stream. I'm getting like a weird not Mahali stream, you know? You know, a streamer who doesn't say a word on stream, Philip Ulrich, is making absolute fantastic and gorgeous art, but usually only has a few people watching. Yeah, I'd imagine so. I'm glad that I asked everyone. Thank you for the feedback, by the way, Kessa. Thank you. I'm glad that I asked everyone. That's why I wanted to gauge the temperature, because I've had a little, I've had an imp on my shoulder named, definitely not Billy. He's been recommending the format to me for a little while now. There are appealing aspects to it, but I'm also not sure if it would work or not. So wanted to run it past people. You want weird Mahali stream? Not. God. No, cool. No, thanks. Thanks, Biz. I appreciate it. Just pointing out why you choose and which streams they might give me an insight on how some people like you are connecting with the streamers. Just hoping I'd find a way to make myself happy too. I'm happy. No. Don't misunderstand. I'm happy with my current setup. Really, really happy with my current setup. But I've also had this Billy-shaped cretin on my shoulder who's been whispering sweet nothings into my ear for a good, year, 2 years now. So I just wanted to run it past people. All good. Always just put a tiny schedule on stream that says muted stream versus not muted stream. Yeah, that's fair. For the muted streams, have it come up with like, here is my usual schedule. Yeah. It's probably fine. It's probably like, I don't know. I feel like I traditionally stream enough. I could, as I said, I can do the non-talkative streams on Discord and like physically separate them. I think that's the best approach. Billy would never say anything that leads anyone astray. Yeah, okay, if you say so. Didn't mean I am unhappy, but you get social battery. Yeah, get charged from the silence. Don't mind having people around at all either. That's the thing, right? Is I enjoy the company, but constantly being the I will hang a lantern on the irony of this next statement. Having myself be the center of attention for an extended period of time is exhausting. I've hung a lantern on it so everyone can point at the lantern and be like, hey Mahali, that's a lovely lantern that you've put up. Thank you. Thank you very much. But yeah, it can be exhausting. So if I were to do more streams, I think I would consider shifting the format. But I can always just do it on a separate platform. Did I ever make fridge overlay? Not yet. I'll need like an extended weekend of no chaos, and I think I'd be able to bang that out across the weekend. It's tiring for you. Not saying no. It's tiring for me as well. You want the lantern? Oh, good lord! When am I drawing the lantern? Oh, a metaphorical. Oh god, I can't use metaphors around you guys. Start a chat. Oh god. Guys, for the last time, there's no bleeding lantern. What, there's a bleeding lantern? God. Put you on a mic, address the village folk while I'm busy. That's a good point, actually. That is a good point. Could do a collaborative stream where I'm just drawing circles in the background. That's awful. That's absolutely awful. The thought of being like, hey, yeah, keep him busy while I do picture stuff. There's dodging responsibility, and then there's whatever the hell that would be. Lantern, give us now, or we will all... Lantern, give us now, or we'll all begin to howl. Oh God, that's awful. I mean, that very good, Bob. I do not miss school chants. I do not miss school chants. Which one of you lo-fi hip-hop to study to relax to? Well, that's the thing, right? Is that is a format that works for people, but it's very much so like an expectation versus reality thing. It would be, as you kind of alluded to before, it would kind of be me trying to cater to an audience that I don't currently have. Which is not really what I want to do either. Literally, it's just thinking of ways to do like productivity streams. Put you and Billy on screen. Try to MS Paint recreate what I'm drawing on. I would put my life on the line in saying, like, I bet my life that would be accompanied by, look at me, I'm Bahali, look, ooh, I'm drawing circles. A very mocking tone. I don't think I could take it. Help, I'm being bullied. I'm a Harley. Ooh, I found the horizon line. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Verbatim. Word for I hazard to say word, given that words were used. Noise for noise. Forbade them from what? I forbade them from ever stepping foot on this plane of existence ever again. I forbid you. Oh, God. Actually, that is a good point. I should forbid people more often. Talk about a power move. Could you imagine approaching someone and just yelling out, I forbid you? God. Aspirations. I need to do that. I need to find something to forbid someone from. Because it just sounds incredibly appealing. I forbid you, boy. Yeah, add boy as well. Oh God, that sounds so talking down to. Yeah, no, that's good. That's powerful. Boy, I forbid you, boy. Horizon is important. Horizon is important. But I'm mocked for it. You have trouble typing all the words? You tend to make typographical errors? No, all good. All good, Bob. Doing better than I do. Gonna get rich and hire me to narrate things for you? Decided just now. Yeah, no, I hired this guy off the internet. He tells me that I'm forbidden from stuff. I don't know what exactly, but he just says, I forbid you, and then says boy afterwards, just randomly. Fortunately, spell check always catches everything. I have the opposite problem, is because the big issue, Bob, that I have is I'm writing fantasy stuff at the moment for a D&D campaign, and spell check, all powerful and mighty spell check, thinks that it knows better than I do. So I'm sitting there going like, oh, the Kahluhalain or whatever, the powerful council of 1,000 elves. It's going, I think you'll find that you actually meant to say Canada. No, I didn't. I did not. Excuse me? Pardon? You dare? How dare? How can you forbid something when you can't? You can. I shan't suffer it instead. Ooh, that's a good one. No, that is a good one. Very melodramatic. I like that a lot. I shan't suffer it any longer, boy. This embarrassment, I shan't suffer it. You tarnish our name, boy. I shan't stomach the dishonor, blah, 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 blah. Just accept everything, spell check gifts. That's what you do. Oh, no. Oof. I've recently discovered the ability to turn off anticipative the anticipation feature that iPhones have, where they'll see you're writing out a sentence and they'll go, aha, you're trying to say until the cows come home. It's like, no, actually I was trying to say until I get home from work. But it'll just chuck in the end of the sentence, and that will send as like a weird amalgamated mess. I've recently, oh god, it's been so good. It's been so good with that feature turned off. Sounds so Gandalfy. I shan't suffer it, Bilbo. I forbid you. No more parties. My mic is broken, he says, and then delivers an Oscar-worthy. Oscar-worthy is maybe pushing it. The problem isn't the microphone bit. The problem isn't like the input-output bit. It's more the output bit. It's the can you see? Can you see this bit here? The blue bit? Can you see this part of the microphone anatomy down the bottom here? This bit is the thing that's royally stuffed. It's cactus because if I jostle it at all for any reason, if I bump it, I can't hear I can't hear volume out of my headset anymore. It's okay with the earphones because they're not too heavy. They don't jostle it too much. But as soon as I switch over to these bad boys, it becomes an absolute nightmare. My sound just cuts out randomly, constantly. It's hellish. It's awful. Make a lovely imitation. Oh, thank you. Do not sully my home with your filth. Been playing God of War. The classic boy. Yes, of course. See the blue bit? Yeah. No, absolutely cactus. The actual bit where the auxiliary cable. This bit. The pluggy in bit. The bit in the microphone where this plugs in is got. Oh wait. Was wondering what my webcam was doing for a second. This bit is absolutely, like, this bit on the microphone is cactus. So that's why I'm getting the replacement. Love my input on the output. Oh my. I love the things that Biz says. He just has such a way with words. Making you enjoy this a lot more than you. I could have delivered it even better. I could have regaled you. Hark, listen to me, boy. A journey once had is a journey I retell now in these times of story. Hark. God, to unironically yell hark, I feel is another one of those life aspirations. God, Willem Dafoe is an absolute idol. Many highly educated in the tech industry do in fact call it the pluggy-inny bit. Yeah, the pluggy-inny bit is gone. Just got exploded. 30 seconds until ads, by the way. Heads up, everyone. If you got to do chores, get a drink, get a snack, stretch your legs, actually focus and stop giggling. 15 seconds. You got this. Thank you for your patience, by the way. I can't turn off the ads, so I appreciate sticking through them. Thank you. Geico commercial with the British accent talks about football doesn't mean soccer, weirds you out. No, it's been an American audience, but he still has a British accent. Yeah, that is a good point. He immigrated. He immigrated to the US. Is different. You have to overcome the accent. Love Lord of the Rings quite a lot. Made a habit of putting Lord of the Rings compilation stream on YouTube to the side while you're painting. It's just chef's kiss. Yeah, no, the lore guys who will spend like a 2-hour stint talking about why the Shire is called the Shire. Oh, hell yeah, that's my jam. My jam that helps me sleep, actually. Really good sleep aid. Wouldn't have to pause for ads if no mic gonna get through. Can't make you focus. Not my path. Well, no, that's a good point. That's a good point. No, freedom. I bestow freedom upon you. You may do as you wish. I should do a window top left home. You can never sleep because you want to watch. You watch it if it's rolling. Yep. Kryptonite. No, James Gary, I don't want to watch that. Please, no, James. You don't understand. James, I supported you with your previous two. Please, have mercy. Is it just you, or does Lord of the Rings get better as you get older? I feel as though there are deeper aspects that become more and more enjoyable as time goes on, yeah. But at the same time, nostalgia is one hell of a drug as well. So you've got that in the mix as a lovely cherry on top. You know what happens and where, so you can lift your head up to the screen to see the majestic scenes of Lord of the Rings playing. Then you can just look at your painting after that. Yep. Not one of those things that loses its magic. It feels like you comprehend things more and more as life goes on. Well, that's the thing, right? Is your initial watch of Lord of the Rings might be for the visual spectacle, right? Just lovely colours and images just kind of flowing through and over me, whatever. I'm experiencing it. Your second viewing of Lord of the Rings might be more of an appreciation of kind of your set design, like, immaculate costuming, really well done. Your third, fourth, fifth, whatever, you're going to be appreciating more and more things. Writing, cinematography, the music, the ambience, the pacing of the film. These things are going to be a little bit more nebulous. They're not going to be as like literally, hey, look at that thing in particular. And then the next step is the themes. You're going to be appreciating the fact that Frodo made the difficult decision. You're going to be appreciative of the fact that that character stepped up, even though it's so against what the character is fundamentally. Like, Frodo is very much so a chill dude who just wants to vibe and party, but like in a chill, like country drink some tea kind of way. So you get an appreciation from that angle. It's one of those things where you get more and more and more and more out of it the more that you engage with it. So no, I totally get that. Totally understand. The man's been through hell, gives us what you have today. Exactly. Want to discover a new species of wasp? Name it Lord of the Stings. How dare. No, that's awesome. I feel as though we got those kind of memers in the astronomy practices. Like, God, who pulled the trigger on, hey, you know what, let's name all the planets different Roman gods. Who was the one who made that call? Because that sounds awesome. We could have had like we could have had like that planet over there is Matilda. That the big red planet, that one's like Prometheus, I guess. Then we've got that one. That one's like the number 2. And is it random? No, all of our planets are like Italian gods. That's metal as all heck. Peter Jackson and his team made a wonderful job. Set the bar too high that you're way too picky when watching an adaptation. Your expectations should be high. Your expectations should be high. Don't lower your expectations down. You can go into something being like, I'm anticipating that this is not going to be as good as Lord of the Rings. I think that's a fine lens to view things from. Now he's very chill. The Goblin King with sunglasses on is incredible. You two are a chill little dude who just wants to vibe. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now he's off in what, the afterlife? I mean, he sailed off to the west or whatever that means. Named the fake planet after a Disney dog. So you had to declassify. Yeah, exactly that. This doesn't really vibe with the naming philosophy that we had for the rest of them. Get rid of Pluto. Trebuchet it. What does he mean by that? Does he mean hit it with a trebuchet? Load it into a trebuchet? Run over it with a trebuchet? What? Sir, what do you mean by trebuchet it? Into the yeah, okay, there we go. Into the trebuchet. Isn't the Disney dog originally spelt with a D? They changed it to T because of people were getting confused. Pluto. Was it? I wasn't familiar with that piece of trivia. Kind of like the first Witcher season. Yeah. I mean, I heard they were good with Henry Cavill, right? Speaking of kind of a fantasy icon. Why would you name a dog after edible clay? Disney artists were drunk like half the time. Hi Logic. Welcome. How you going? How's your weekend? Watched Outlander and now you're reading the books. Seem like they did a good job adapting the book so far. Nice. Perfect conversation. You've been contemplating a Lord of the Rings tattoo this evening. Taking it as a sign. Wait, but nerds never talk about the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, okay, yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. No, if you want to take that as a sign to... we were just talking about biting the bullet earlier, right? With the fact that I bought the microphone. Yeah. I'm personally more of a really wanting to contemplate on the thing kind of person. If I were to get a tattoo, it'd be the kind of thing where I would gestate on it, kind of roll it around in my mouth a little bit like, you know what? After 10 years of consideration, I might get a tattoo. So the thought of somebody being like, oh yeah, you know what? It's a sign. I'm getting that tattoo is a terrifying thought to me. But hey, you do you. They are nowhere good. Play-Doh is an incredible name for a dog. Oh, I do like it. Play-Doh is a good name for a deer. Yeah, D-O-E. Yep. Don't actually know if that's accurate, to be honest. But few at least. You always thought it was spelled with a D. Horrified learning that people spelled it with a T. Well, it doesn't help that Australians tend to not enunciate their T's very clearly. So it doesn't surprise me that it could be misconstrued as being a D. Henry Cavill left the show because they were not respectful to the source material. Was that the case? I thought it was an issue with scheduling, but I'm not sure. Mickey Mouse even says Pluto. Yeah, no, he does. In older cartoons, though. Very much like a pronunciation thing. Haven't heard him say with a T yet. Haven't seen any more of the modern versions. Yeah. Nerds totally never ever talk about Lord of the Rings, so it's definitely a sign you've been thinking about it for a few years. Don't worry. Yeah, okay. So it's not like an off-the-cuff, like, you know what? I could really go for some Skittles right about now. Or maybe, Lord of the Rings tattoo? Let's go for it. Boom. Just woke up. Good morning. What do you mean? Yeah, exactly. Waited for years to get a tattoo, but then once you found the idea you actually wanted, 48 hours from sketch to full tattoo. I think that's fine. The biggest amount of consideration is obviously like, does this fit what I want it to be? And if you have that moment of eureka, I done it, I think that's fine. Be nearly non-stop humming. Thought humming the whole soundtrack of Lord of the Rings. Oh, that's a good one. Humming the soundtrack of Lord of the Rings is a good time. Concerning hobbits, a classic, going into like the fellowship theme, yeah, really good time. Bum ba da dum ba da dum. But then as soon as you get to the ring wraiths, how are you humming that? Good lord. Man constantly said if they respect the source material, he's dedicated for 8 seasons. Reason why he was selected was because he literally constantly bugged them to play Geralt at the very beginning of the project. Man loved The Witcher. They ruined the story. Not even The Witcher, it's just the same names. Characters are not the same. Ah, right. Yeah, okay, fair. Well, I mean, was it the first, did you say 3 seasons that he was on for? That's okay. That's three seasons of pretty decent, right? I infamously engage with shows incredibly temperamentally. Temporarily, I suppose is the word that I was going to go for. Temporarily. Like, what's a good example? I watched the first season of Stranger Things. Sat back in my chair and went, oh, that was good. Yum, yum, yum in my tum. That was delicious. Great. All right. And then walked off, and I haven't watched any more Stranger Things because Stranger Things season 1, it wrapped up so nicely. It had a cohesive arc. Characters were introduced. They had like character growth and payoff, and it was really satisfying, and I don't need any more. So if you're telling me that The Witcher TV show was pretty decent for the first couple of seasons, sweet. Watch the first couple. He was in 3 seasons, but it was out of his contract. Yeah. You waking up first thing in the morning with a dry throat and nailing the Misty Mountains. Far over. Oh, God. Yeah, no, I guilty. Guilty as charged. Considering getting this little goober as a tattoo, but giving him more thought first. The little guy with... that's so good. That's so good. The little love hug, but no, that's amazing. It's a good one. Where would you get it, do you reckon? Started ruining it. But come on, OBS. Started ruining it to a point it's never going to be fixed in the beginning of the 2nd season. Perfect. Okay. Watch the 1st season. Yum. Satisfying. And then walk away. Every man knows the feeling of waking up sounding straight out of a Texas whiskey commercial. Don't call me out like that. It's freaking rude and accurate. Heading off. Sleep well, Pixie. Congratulations, by the way, on the news that came through. I won't talk about it if you don't want me to, but like, congratulations. Good job. You did it. Yum, yum, yum in my tum is what... You might borrow it. It's a good time. I mean, how else do you finish off your meals, right? You've got to let your host know that you've enjoyed the food at the table. A few years ago, covered your eyes for all the flashing and skipping sections, but a few years ago you binged all of Stranger Things. Running up that hill song confused you for... I don't know. I don't have the... I am probably a strange outlier when I say that I'm not tempted to watch any more of it. I am just satisfied with the 1st season. I don't have this drive to watch more. Watch the 2nd season for the sake of Henry Cavill's work. Couldn't even bring yourself to watch season 3, even for him. Fair. You'll always have season 1. Get it on the wrist? Yeah, good spot. Yeah, good spot. Yeah, I can imagine it. Beers. Yeah, no, actually, that is a good point. Some cultures actually do, like slurping is a showing of good consideration to the chef. Burping, I suppose, is not 100% on that one, but maybe. Bottle said goodnight above. Missed it, so jumped in. Oh, sorry, Bottle. Night, bud. Thank you for telling me. Sorry, I did miss it. I did miss it. But yeah, night, guys. Sleep well. Has the vocabulary of an early 2000s woman on a kids' TV show. God, oh, that or like a children's like cooking show host. Oh God, oh, yes. And now we bring out the bowl. Oh, it's a bit hot. Yum, boring, bland, nondescript. Yum, yum, yum in my tum. Winnie the Pooh energy, probably accompanied by Wiggles. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That was some delicious honey. Reddit was an Inuit thing. Could have been jargon, who knows? That's the thing, right? I'm sorry. Especially nowadays with all the AI guff. I'm so hesitant to actually just like trust trivia that I know off the dome, because maybe it is just rubbish. Probably a good mindset to have, to be honest. Is just like double check your info before you just blurt it out. Tossing the plate onto the ground, yelling "another" is apparently not good manners anywhere, which is confusing because it was another expression of your enjoyment. I feel, Bob, to be honest, that yes, but also yelling at just random people of all genders around the establishment, "wench, bring me my mead," is like also a little bit aggressive. I feel as though it ought to be toned down just a little bit, just a teeny tiny little bit of consideration. The thing you're most thinking about is whether to get the outline or fill in the red, in the heart with the red. And if you fill in the heart, do you also fill in the rest? Don't think there is a white tattoo ink. Maybe there is, who knows? I believe there is a white tattoo ink. I believe. The thing you could do is you could run it past a tattoo artist. They tend to do like for commission consultation. So you can be like, hey, can I pay you like a little bit of money and I can run these ideas past you and you let me know what you think, what you recommend. Because they're probably going to have a better understanding of what turns out best. Which you felt should have counted for something. Brownie points at least. Good roll to start the day with. Hell yeah, 19. Morning, Tika. How you going? Fetch the wine, wench. Please. Thank you. I appreciate the good job that you're doing. Hit them with the wench and then immediately follow it up with like kind, considerate. Attached your mead to a winch and then shouted, "Winch, bring me my food," and then turned a little crank onto the winch line. That's so good. No, I said winch. I said winch. See? Pulley system. Not covered, just full designs. Have both arms and your chest covered in white ink. Doesn't stay full white though, depending on your skin tone. Yeah, okay. Yeah, see? White ink does exist. You were just asking. Of course. Can't unhear wench or winch as the same winch, so you're going to imagine something running off with the winch hook and attaching it to the wine bottle. Just press the remote button. I mean, yeah. I want to be served things in the same way that large ships are baptized, you know? Like, hi, can I have a bottle of sparkling water? And then they hook it up to a big rope on the other side of the room and then they just swing it aggressively in my direction. Bring me the mead. Winch, promptly hoisted from the establishment. Via winch system. Yeah. Waiter breaking a bottle over your head and dubbing you SS Valhalla. Yeah, exactly. Good luck on your journey to the hospital. Bang. I find superstition charming. Charming as all heck. That's so much champagne that's just wasted. Do you think anybody goes like, nobody will know? It doesn't have to be champagne. It's just a bottle of water. Just a bottle of water. A glass bottle of water. There we go. We've saved ourselves like $200. Double checked your info. It was folk tea. However, it is considered complimentary in several countries. For Inuit, it was flatulence. Flatulence, really? For as a sign of enjoying a meal. That's interesting. Okay. Sure, why not? Some bubble water into it, have the foam. Yeah, exactly. Just like a little bit of sparkly water in the bottle. Swing it, there you go. Boom. I mean, you did the motion. You wish you had rituals? Okay, let's tentatively dive into this one. How so? Rituals in the modern sense? In the like, I brush my teeth right before bed every day as my like nightly ritual. That kind of thing? Or are you sacrificing a chicken in a circle kind of ritual? What are we talking? To ritual cast, multi-class to wizard. Not just wizard. I'm pretty sure bards can ritual cast as well. Or is it? It might be a certain subclass of bard. I'm not sure. I know that warlock can ritual cast. Farts are uncontrolled for the most part. Do they save the gas for later so that they can declare the meal good via loud fart on wooden chair afterwards? That's the vibe that I'm getting. Is that's kind of the loud declaration of quote from before, yum 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 in my tum. Like kissing your first fish. Okay, no, I was just checking. I don't know. You've been playing Baldur's Gate 3. I can hardly trust your word. Such a rude thing to say. Oh, or eat onions and everything. Oh, you wouldn't load up on onions. That sounds awful. Hi. You're back. Took a little longer than you expected to get meds. Had to go to a second drugstore. All good, all good. Welcome back. Mission successful by the sounds of things. I mean, a little bit of a detour, but you got there in the end. Wearing a thick winter clothes, the smell of flatulence will only be your problem as well. True. No, that is a good point. Insulated is the is the word that comes to mind. Ugh. This is my little secret. Here, Baldur's Gate. As you come back, yeah, Fields is playing through BG3 for the first time at the moment. Very exciting. On stream as well, so you can watch all of the nightmarish scenarios play out in real time. Kiss fish. It is a tradition. Like the first fish that you catch in a fishing session, you give it a big smooch as luck for additional fish that you might encounter. Only way to go up is the chimney. Only way to go up the chimney, so they say. Yeah, no, that's fair. But, oh God. I don't want to think of myself as a chimney. That's an image I don't want. Did you turn into a fish first? It's not like a reverse, like Princess and the Frog situation. Everybody knows if you kiss a fish, you turn into a fish. Well documented. Wonderful game. Wish you could get to experience it again. Yeah, it's one of those things, right? Where the first experience is super special. Sounds like fish propaganda. Yeah, and no, you're supposed to give us kisses. When you catch us, you're supposed to release us. The first one that you catch, you kiss, you release, and then you like throw your bucket of chum into the body of water that you're fishing in. Yeah, no, that's so they say. You're a passive fish. How do you? On the first kiss, you have to, you should give them a fish and throw them back in the water. Right, so you fish up the fish, you turn to the person that you're fishing with, you kiss them, you give them the fish, and then you throw them in the water. Am I digesting that correctly? Fields kissing fish while multi-classing as a wizard makes you want to know if you turned into a fish. Bringing the wizardry into it. Fair. You may be thinking about streaming tomorrow. Want to do some work on comic and thinking of using an actual sit down and do it. You should. That's awesome. Yeah, that's super exciting. So the fish will go around. Wow, you all got to try that. Free smooches, Andrew. Yeah, exactly. Did you hear? You should go get caught. Get caught first, but go get caught over by that dock over there. Really good time. Really attractive person with a fishing rod as well. Welcome back, Pretender. Welcome back. Fish propaganda distributed by Big Fish. All those little fishes looking around for some action. I mean, hey, desperate times. How am I doing? Yeah, good. I'm doing a lot better than last week, Pretender. A lot better. You can. I've got a lot of energy today. You can probably tell. Exactly. Yep. I heard it through Fish FM, the popular fish radio station. Might be skipping on Baldur's Gate this week because you're taking night work tomorrow night to help the penguins. Fair. All good. Does it work with people too? Kiss, throw them back in the water, then throw jump. Hell yeah. Imagine there's a fish that deliberately gets caught just for a kiss. That's the thought, Reaper. That's the thought, is that they're seeding this misinformation in order to get free smooches. What's sad is two of the guys who are going to Minecraft stream make a series with you, and Max, they haven't sent you a message in ages, so you think they gave up? Sorry to hear it, bud. Sorry. Yeah, people get a little bit flaky. I learned that the hard way at uni. Any sort of group project at university was the worst because half the group will either just disappear entirely or just have an expectation that they do like a little tiny delivery package of work and be like, there you go, boom. Not good enough. Just unsure because you don't want to sit alone the entire time. Yeah, that's fair. I do have plans tomorrow night starting around this time right now. So if you stream a little bit, like an hour or two earlier than now, I'd be able to hang out for like a couple of hours. They say they want to, but they don't seem to want it. For the Minecraft people, yeah. Free kiss for fishes is probably how you attract a mermaid wife. True. Since you signed on, you found out they're the smallest penguins in the world, and they have a cool blue shine to their feathers. That's so cute. That's awesome. Rock hopper penguins are my favorite. If you've seen rock hopper penguins actually hopping on rocks, it's maybe the cutest thing I've seen in my entire life. I might like this one too. Yes, the infinite goober. Oh, immaculate, glorious, fantastic, spicy. We'll try to do it a bit early. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll hang out for as long as I can. Just while I've remembered it off the top of my dome, one, ads in 1 minute. So if you've got commitments that you need to get to, keep your eye out for the minute mark. But two, again, just while I have it on the mind, we have reached the end of November. Surprise. The prompt for November was Die November, but because last week and the week before that were a little bit cactus for me, I'm going to be dragging out the prompt for the next week. So yes, I usually end at the start of the month, but as I said, because the last 2 weeks kind of were all over the place, if you want to get an entry in for the Die November prompt and get VIP in chat, you'll have an extra week. So keep an eye out for the deadline this coming weekend. Half of that is because I need to get my entry done as well. But yes, the entries so far have been sick. Have been awesome. Really, really, really cool. They're just like me. Yeah. Rock climbing, rock hopping. Yeah, no, I see it. Meeting you have tomorrow is kind of early, like an hour earlier than this time. Maybe you'll wait until Thursday. Thursday I can join for a bit. I've got Dagger Heart on Thursday, but again, starting around this time. So if you do it a little bit earlier, I'll be able to hang out for the full thing. Alas, Eepeth calleth, so lurk time for you. Enjoy your eeping. Tika. Thank you for hanging out. No, of course. Quick reminder to people, by the way, if you want to post that your stream is live in the Discord as well, you can absolutely do that. Encouraged, so. In the stream live channel, hell yeah. Oh, hello. Reebs, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Tavern. Sorry, you might be stuck behind ads at the moment. I'll say it again in a second. All good, you got it? Ah, excellent. Good. Ads. I warned you. You can't be a grumpus. I win. Hi, how you going? Speaking of acknowledging good food, I just ate before stream, so if I catch myself with a couple of burpees every now and again, apologies. The infinite zoom is something you have. Oh, I'll wait until after ads, just in case you're stuck. But funny script means you can still hear stream during ads. Nice. You ordered some yarn last Friday and it arrived this morning. Nice. What kind? Welcome back. You're not stuck in ads? Excellent. The infinite zoom is something you're happy you got to use your math program for, your math background for. You immediately recognize that everything had to scale up along the same curve, but always scale up by the same percentage of their own size. And that perfectly fits with an exponential function. The rest was just algebra. Ooh. A clever cookie would be an understatement. Hell yeah. No, that's awesome. No, too much for me. my brain burned out partway through that. But no, I understand what you mean. Where because you've situated it in the center, and it's just equal growth across the whole image, basically into full size. It means that it's not doing anything too phenomenal, like too fantastical. Fantastical as in difficult, not as in posture. Yeah. Yep. Doing better than usual. Hope I've been doing well. Yeah, my last 2 weeks have been a little bit all over the place, but this weekend I've sorted out my sleep pattern, so I'm doing really, really well. Really, really, really well. You have a too big yarn thing you need to work on, but it's too big for you. You keep without feeling like you're dissolving into infinity. Yep. Speaking of cactus, I started a crocheting project with Noctua, and I have yet to finish it. I feel as though I am incredibly late on my homework. Once I have reached stability, it shall be first thing on the list. I can hear my cat yodeling in the background. I'll get up in a second. Did I get a haircut? Looks nice. No, I washed my hair today, so it's looking a little bit like flat, but just while it's heavy. As it's drying out, it'll frizz up a little bit. Sit up straight gamers. Yeah, sit up straight gamers. Sit up straight gamers. True. Prawn status is not being. The prawn allegations are not being beaten. Vish, hi. Hi Higashi, hi, how you going? Need some black yarn to have, it's a brown poncho, the project, hell yeah. Needed some black yarn, cardigan you started for Cat, then you got some green yarn for an amigurumi. Oh, hello. Hi. Why were you yelling? Okay, all right, we've been appeased. And then you got a colourful yarn cake just for funsies. Yeah, hell yeah, awesome. How you going, Higurashi? How's your day been? How's your weekend been? Almost burgundy-purple, but not quite enough purple. Yeah, fair. Back to that dice bag. Yeah. I need to get on top of my work before I pay attention to side projects. Is the problem. Once I'm on top of it, I've got one of 3 commissions like completed that I need to get done before the end of the month. So if I can get the other 2 done on time, then I can start trying to stretch myself again. Mahali's mantle is drying. Yeah, exactly. Never beat the prawn allegations, you're afraid? It's tough. It's tough. It's just so comfortable to be prawn, you know? Prawns don't curl as much as shrimps do that. I'm pretty sure they do. One curls in on itself and the other one is straight like a lobster, you think? Legs too long. Yeah. I don't know. It's the cross-legged and hunch over that I always default to. Pretty sure you can curl almost as much as a prawn. It's the default. It's the default. 16's not bad, Win. Not bad at all. Or you can think of when I say prawn is district. Prawn. There's a goblin ghost somewhere in my room haunting me. Or anyone, not just... Yeah, no, I get you. I thoroughly enjoyed District 9. Chappie didn't interest me as much. And then it was Elysium, I think, was the other movie that I saw by him. Again, didn't quite capture the magic of District 9 as much, but really cool filmmaker. Spine being straight is for standing. That's what I'll say. The next time I get called out, I'll be like, no. Prawn for sitting. Straight spine for standing. As is tradition. Boy. Prawn. District 9. Yeah, it's a good type. Blast from the past. God, I haven't thought about District 9 in maybe a decade. Also, you've never been able to keep your spine appropriately straight while sitting. Even when you were little, you tried to... it hurt to try and sit straight if your legs dangled off the chairs. Well, that's... Part of it is finding, like, a way of orchestrating it that works for you. Whether that's your chair, whether that's, like, padding, cushion, something. A footstool, footrest. All of this is way darker. I should stop pushing my peas around the plate. Actually commit to eating my vegetables. Enjoy a lurk, Win. Read somewhere recently that Peter Jackson had some involvement with District 9. Really? I've not heard that before. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Already almost always sat with your feet on your chair. I mean, to be fair, L from Death Note does it all the time, and everyone thinks he's super cool. So, who are they to say that I am not also cool by putting my legs up on my chair? I think they meant to send you a piece of candy with your purchase, but the little wrapper is empty, except for air. Oh no! District 9 did not have to go as hard as it did. Very cool. Very, 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 very cool movie. The twist at the end was spicy. I liked it a lot. You lean forward, except if you sit cross-legged, but you've only been able to sit cross-legged since this year, as it's taken practice. Well done on your sitting cross-legged progress. He goes by L, so that makes sense here. That's so rude. That's so rude. I walked into that one, I guess. No, I deserve that. Thank you. Of course. Slowly deforming one of your ankles there. Oh no. Produced it and apparently funded it somewhat. Ooh. Yeah, so generally speaking, producers and executive producers are those who kind of provide the funding for... those who provide the funding for movies. They're like the main backers, right? What sets them apart from like a financial backer, a producer technically also has final say on how the movie looks. Kind of, like hand in hand with the director, but that's not always the case. Sometimes people just like having their name up as producer, but they don't actually have any sort of creative input on the final product. Steven Spielberg has produced a lot, but also takes an active role in the creative process as well. Actually, kind of provides input to the director, like, hey, you know, I like this vibe, blah, 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 blah. Now officially 2:49 a.m. If you don't get a bit of rest, your sleep schedule will be entirely chalked. Lovely to meet you all. Sure you'll be back. Sweet dreams with Harley and chat. Thank you, Casey. Thank you. Sleep well, bud. Thank you for stopping by. Your left foot has started turning inward from sitting cross-legged. Cross-legged is good though. Would there be a way of adjusting your cross-legged posture to kind of prevent that that discomfort? Okay. What do I have left? I'll quickly scuff up the front of this building here, just in these little bright bits there. I'll go through and add like a little bit of texturing to the tiles on the ground, and then the windows at the back, and then I should be good. Could swap to the other foot being at the bottom, but then it feels incorrect. It could be a case of like changing them out, you know, every now and again, just to make sure that you're not pressuring one foot in particular. You've returned for another roll. Oh no. Mostly amused, to be honest. Yeah, fair. Been getting more into animation recently. Still only simple animation. Mind if you show another emote? Yeah, please, of course. If you've got work that you'd like to share in general as well, you can post it in the Discord as well if you want. Wild. No pressure, but if you do have a body of work that you'd like to share, I'd love to see. Oh no, Fairy. That's tough. It's tough. Fairy, don't worry. It's fun in the pit. It's a good time. There's a bunch of trinkets down there, you know? Bunch of trinkets. The goblins are nice. The rat people are fun. Ah, that's so good. Stack of pancakes. So clean. Executive producers are notoriously just backers. I think Peter Jackson was going to do Halo with the director of District 9, but it got canned and a lot of the props ended up in D9. Yeah. some alright shoes that force your feet into a specific position. So if you wear those most of the day, the damage shouldn't be permanent, but you keep accidentally sitting cross-legged while wearing the shoes. Is it? Do they counteract each other? Is it just neutral at that point? Men's work boots with the steel cup toes. That would do it. Reminds you that you want to ask, do you know what would be the best way to animate to sound? Yeah, you could do it. It depends what animation software you're using. A lot of animation software allows you to bring in sound. I would recommend bringing it into the animation software. That way you can see the actual levels of the music. That way you can animate to beat, because you can see the spikes in the levels, and you can actually like animate on frame. That's how I would go about it. Most, if not all, animation software allows you to bring in music natively. Like in terms of program or anything. I mean, I'm just familiar with Photoshop, Clip Studio, Adobe Animate. Those are my three. I'd recommend Clip Studio, but at the same time, it costs money to get like the full unlimited animation side of things. So sorry, not too much help. You could use like a Blender. You can technically do. I wouldn't. That seems nightmarish to me, but it's an option. DaVinci Resolve is also an option if you wanted to do like relatively simple animation. And DaVinci is free, so that is an option. But that's less graphical animation and more. That's less illustrative animation and more graphical animation, where you're moving shapes around and like fading things in and out. Put the sound alongside the timeline, draw keyframes at each point of the interest in the sound. Yeah. Critter and Pencil 2D can do sound. I think. What software shows the best? Oh, The Beat. I've been considering looking into CSP. Might have to wait. Fair. Put together your animations in Blender's VSE. Really? You've been doing it through Blender? I've heard that the what's it called? The pencil, there's a specific term for Blender animation. I've forgotten what it's called. Going to be learning DaVinci Resolve over the next months, because you have some video projects you want to record yourself for your channel point redeems. There you go, boom. I recommend DaVinci. It's relatively straightforward, especially if you've got experience with other video editing software. It's pretty intuitive. And they've got some really good tutorials out on the internet as well. What software am I using now for this piece? Just to clarify, this isn't one of my pieces. Sorry, I'm being pedantic. But like, this isn't my work. It's me studying a piece of photography and like recreating it. So like technically I painted it, but it's like directly off reference. It's a study. Regardless. Clip Studio Paint is the software that I use. Yeah, I started with Photoshop, but then I realized that I like owning things and not being charged stupid amounts of money. So I moved over to CSP, and I haven't regretted the transfer at all. I like the fact that CSP is incredibly flexible, because you can use it as a piece of illustrative software, but you can also like edit photos and animate and everything, and it feels supernatural to do everything through it. Grease pencil, yes, thank you. Yep. I was going to say there's a particular term. Had to find the shortcut keys to bind to go forward and insert a new frame, so the same frame as well as removing the frame going backwards. Bloody awful at trying to get into animating, despite knowing how, and you have done it before. You have no goals that move you. It's a little bit difficult when you don't have the inspiration ahead of time, yeah. That's okay. You can hold out for inspiration, and then once you have it, pursue it. That's a viable strat. Do you have DaVinci Resolve? No, you can could draw the frames and then just mash it together with sound in there, but you wanted to have the sound while animating. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, no stress. Sorry, I just want to make it super clear so that people don't misconstrue what I'm working on. I don't want people to have the misunderstanding that this is like this is my style. It's nitpicky, very nitpicky. My bad. Just curious because the reference image is floating around. Oh, okay. This is a separate piece of software. This is called. It was referred to me by Bizmaster Studios, who was in chat before. I'm not sure if he still is. Hi Biz. Biz referred this to me. It's called Pure Ref. I'll chuck it in chat. Pure Ref. It's a piece of software that sits above literally whatever you're working on. So if I bring over like this web window here, Pure Ref sits on top of all of it. So it sits on top of the web window. Even if I grab the web window, it's still sitting on top. If I go back to this document, it's still sitting on top. It takes priority. It's sick. It's an awesome piece of software. Really, really, really cool. Super flexible. Only useful thing you've done here? Absolutely not. How dare you? Have plenty of inspiration, have nothing to move you along it. You see things where you listen to certain musics and it makes it easy to get an idea of what you want to animate, but you never get into the swing of it. Even if you love the idea and long to see it made, you don't, no matter how hard you try. The method of body doubling was raised earlier in chat. The concept of just working alongside other people. Even if you're not working on the same thing, even if you're not necessarily talking, if you're just in the company of others, it can kind of help with productivity and keeping you focused. That could maybe be a method you could try for getting into animating again. Kind of gives you the incentive to concentrate and get through it. Potentially, I don't know. Ooh, that's a cute emote. A little scribbly tomato, awesome. With the Pure F 2.0, you can even have GIFs. Ooh, I didn't realize that they'd come out with a 2.0 version. We'll get that downloaded. We was using the sub window, but found it a bit frustrating to use. I recommend Pure F. Super duper easy to use. You can lay out like multiple, like you, of course I had this meme sitting on the side. You can essentially mind map with it. So you can put out multiple images, you can lay them out how you want, you can add notes. You'd be like, this is a street with perspective. You can chuck that note in. You'd be like, I want it here. I want it all to be in bold with an underline. I want it to be red because it's an angry piece of text. Yeah, it gives you a whole bunch of tools. Really, really, really nice piece of software. One of those unsung heroes that really carries. Posted a little animation with sound effects made using the chomp emote, along with what it looks like to assemble in Blender. Oh, yeah, I'll give it a look later. Thank you. Do you think that might help, but you tend to lose interest in what you're doing in favor of what the other person is doing? Then end up burning out a little, changing what you're doing every minute until you can't do anything? Well, then it might be useful if the other person is being productive on something very much so separate from what you're doing. I'm doing studies now, right? You wouldn't necessarily be tempted to do studies like this while I'm working on them, right? But me doing this and you doing animating could be an example of it working. Maybe, I don't know. Oops. Na, na, na. me studying makes you want to study, though? Yeah, fair. I'm not sure. Might be a Dear Google thing. You might have to type in a Dear Google. I would like strategies to help me concentrate on my work and not deviate to other tasks. And Google might have something. Noctua. It's just going to be a strange request. Speaking of body doubling, I would very much so appreciate if I could bounce some D&D ideas off of you. Not on stream, because I have players in stream who will absolutely lie about not jumping out of stream when talking about D&D planning. I would love to run some like planning ideas past you if you get a moment of time this week. Hell yeah? Okay. Excellent. Lock it in. Sometime this week. I've got a Daggerheart game on Thursday. No, you're going to stream. You're going to stream on Thursday. We could potentially chat about it a little bit on yours. No. Dedicated time. I'll talk to you about it. We'll sort out something. The reality of things setting in. Time management, all that jazz. Schedule pretty for you again? Okay. You can just put string that's... No. Please don't. I've got so much time to sort this out. I'm not planning on running this thing until like early in the new year. So you've got so much time. You're good. I have a stream schedule to follow. Sure, but if you've got the aspiration to do it, I wouldn't want to push you off of that aspiration. Google's mean, wants tasks to be broken down into smaller pieces, but if a small piece is as small as it gets, you can't get smaller. Think your brain is in whiny mode. No, you're good. Sketch on paper first, then you take a photo of it and use that to trace over digitally in Inkscape. Then you assemble it in Blender, start out like that because you don't have a drawing tablet, but now it's just a part of your style. Yeah, cool. I mean, hey, drawing tablet is very much so just like a tool to get the job done if it's the thing that works for you. If you found a method that works for you different, that difference ought to be celebrated. I don't feel as though you need to necessarily shoebox yourself into needing to operate the same way as other people. It's like, yeah, it could be more efficient, sure, but you don't get into art for efficiency. God, sounds freaking boring. I create the most efficient art on the planet. You will not believe how efficient my art is. I place 2 strokes of the pen on the page, and then I am finished with my art. Efficiency. God, shut up. Sounds awful. Is there a... God, is there a little window under that? Maybe a little window? A cheeky little little window. Who's to say? Who's to say if this exists in the reference material? Doesn't matter. It does now. A little shutter. There you go. Boom. Ba-rum. Easy. Easy done. Of course, Twitch has to fail you the exact moment you start reading your message. Oh no. Sorry, bud. Oh, speaking of always legal, hell yes, doing 17 months. Thank you, bud. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. You know where your room is upstairs. Thought at first it was just you, because that just happens sometimes. Really? It might have been on my end then. Sorry. It's back. Welcome back. Hi, Squid. How you going? How's your freedom, Squid? You enjoying it? Hi. Efficiency isn't 2 strokes. It's knowing a good method that solves an issue and keeps that method in every piece consistently to reduce stress of tedious actions previously required to reach the same point. Yeah, no, but if you're going for the most efficiency, that sounds incredibly dry. Like how some people use the deform brush to push things around, liquefy. Yeah, the liquefy. You're enjoying it. Just got done watching the first 2 episodes of Strangest Things season 5 with your mum. So freaking good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I was just saying before that ads. There they are. Frick. Oh wait. Just got back from work. Welcome back. How'd you go? I'm still really happy with you, by the way, Alt, for sticking up for yourself last week and working for like slightly less time in the dreaded heat. $17's not bad at all. Yeah, you're rolling good ones. Yeah. Nailing it. Jingle Bell Rock onslaught has started. 6 hours of all you want for Christmas is the Jingle Bell Rock. Ooh. It's that and what was the other one? What was the other one that always. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Every time. Break. God, it was... So I lived in Greece for a couple of years back when I was a kid. Literally that song. No other. Every shop along the mall. Last Christmas I give... Every time. God. I'd be on my knees at the end, just kill me. Kill me. I don't want to hear it. Please shut up. Oh, sorry. Have to go for a bit. Enjoy the process. Have a wonderful stream. Thank you, Green. Grainy. Thank you. Good luck. Have fun. Catch you soon. Wham, is it? Is it Wham? Only going to watch 1 episode, but ended up watching the second because the cliffhanger was too crazy to leave it. That's how they get you. I was got. You got me. It's like Wham is really yeah, so it was Wham. Okay. Your script bugged. Isn't showing the tiny screen above chat. Sad. No. Really? You can't see this one up here, up the top? George Michael's script. Yeah, okay. Really? We've got a true green? That's rare. That goes to show that the image has been edited because plants are never green. Plants are never actually green. It's always yellow. Always yellow. Sure. Okay. Okay, image editing software. I see you. Thought the music bot was broken. It is. How dare you? How dare you call me a bot? Doing some art studies, actually. Specifically of the artist Mai Yonayama. Her stuff is so cool. Ooh, if you've got an example that you can chuck in the Discord, I'd love to see. The name doesn't ring a bell off the top of the dome. Can't wait for the AI Christmas adverts this year. Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. One more reason to avoid ads. Time to watch your favorite Christmas movie, Die Hard. Yeah. I love that. I love that that's become a tradition for people. Die Hard and Home Alone being like the Christmas movies is very funny to me. Fake plant, it's green. It's frickin' true. Didn't even realize there was a plant there. Yeah, neither did I because I didn't zoom in. Send some through. Yeah, please do. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It has a lot of Christmas theming. Yeah, no, that's fair. Shopping malls are full of AI slop this year. Yeah, no, it's pretty egregious. Mentioned 3D modeling before, so you might as well show the little fox you made. You're inspired to learn how to rig a model and animate it, so you spent 17 hours making the model and animating it. Then you realized you hadn't eaten and immediately felt dizzy. No. Oh, very cute though. The kind of the carved style of it, mild. It reminds me of a game called For the King. Highly recommend looking at the visuals of that because I'm getting a strong feeling of that. Highly recommend looking into For the King. Or the sequel, For the King 2. The plants are usually green. Some photos mess up colors if conflicting and complementary to everywhere. Don't know if it makes sense, but example being yellowish. Buildings make green more visible. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Send some through. Thank you. Also just checked out my art station. Really like my work. Thank you. Sorry, my art station is super duper not up to date. I'm considering jumping ship from ArtStation, given that they're going pretty like full on into the AI stuff at this point. But I'll let people know if I have a more up to date portfolio. Otherwise, you can find all my work on Insta. I have to take a look at it first. Yeah. Banger part about your store is, since it's in the bad part of town, graffiti everywhere and corporations have given up on adverts and murals here because of it. Bullet dodged. Do we have a challenge for December yet? Kessa, I was saying before that because the last 2 weeks have been really messy, streams have been all over the place and inconsistent. I'm pushing the prompt back by a week, so people have an extra week to get their prompt in. So at the start of next week, so like this time next week, I'll announce the next one. Join Kara. It's great, and it's a platform run by artists for artists, not for AI bros. Yeah, okay. I've heard Kara, there's one named after a dinosaur. I'm on Blue Sky. Blue Sky's pretty decent. Crime for the win. I don't think that's the takeaway, Stewie. But hey, you do you. All right, let's work on this floor, shall we? I will be satisfied with completing this study by the end of stream. I shouldn't push to do more. Should not push to do more. I am Zen. Crime is pretty PogChamp. Crime is not PogChamp, but I appreciate the meme. You can still kind of speak like the kids. I I don't think the kids are saying PogChamp and On God anymore. I think that's... Is it antiquated at this point? Enough graffiti, and they might not want to put up powered posters because it'll just get painted over. I think that is the fear, yeah. Need to study how she does her eyes, actually. Can't do them for the life of you, or at least similar to how she does it. Hence the studies, right? Crime has lots of riz. No, Stewie. God, you're Steve Bellucci. No, Steve. What's his name? Hello, Fellow Kids. Your Hello, Fellow Kids is coming up. 10-year difference. No, crime does not riz. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can tell you now, the kids indeed do say on God. They still say on God. I thought that would have been out of rotation at this point. I know for a fact Skibbity Toilet is out. Or so they say. Crime is the Rizzler, full of Skibbity with the on God dap up the 6-7 busing sauce. Oh, good lord. Do you think they'll have archaeologists dedicated to just understanding what went on with the language? Like, I don't even have an issue with it because, like, we used to say dumb stuff all the time. But it's so strange. It's it's a completely different language. Linguists? No, but I like the image of them digging into stone to find these mighty glyphs. Of like, what is this 6-7 that I'm seeing over and over again? Can you clip that? You can you can do as you like, Squid. I will say that my my reputation through clips has gone through the Skibbity Toilet. Given that all of my clips are me at my worst. But if you don't let me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my... Can't even finish that with a straight face. Aura is in now, isn't it? I think, Reaper, I think? Reaps? Yeah. No, Aura farming, I think specifically, is something that is referred to. You were in Fire's chat last night, saying that as an older member of Gen Z, it is your responsibility to teach the lambs proper English. Must find the ancient murals off the toilet. Yeah, that's my thought. I need an Indiana Jones style movie where they crack into some sort of old tomb, catacomb, something. Yeah. Giant rock like sliding out of the way, like dust pouring down. We've found it. We've found the trove. We've discovered discovery of the century, and then it's just it's just somebody doing a big dab on a mural, on an ancient mural. Realizing you only understand Riz. I don't understand half of it. Hurting inside listening to me saying these things. Something went wrong. We couldn't find that clip. Link is broken. You only understand reason on God. Yeah, no fair. You telling me, Squid, that it's painful listening to me struggling through Gen Z speak. That's fair. Vibe coding the situation to enter the tomb of Riz. Oh God, yes. Now I want to run something D&D along these lines. This sounds amazing. You missed my Harley brain rotting. Did you? It's painful because you say this stuff sometimes. Am I firing strays in your direction, Squid? Are you copying some strays with all of this speak? Only learned On God was On God today in the last 10 minutes. Thought it was lewd this whole time. I guess it could. No, it couldn't be. I mean, hey, we learn something new every day, or we aspire to at least. That's your really bad. No, I'm not going to finish that. I think after the stream you might be in a psych ward. I mean, hey, as long as you're getting the help that you need. Never use Riz on anything outside of irony. I mean... yeah, probably the case for me as well. I don't think I've even used ironically. I think I've used the word Riz more in this conversation than I ever have before. I can probably say that for a fact. Back in your day, you said swag and everything, everyone called you gay for it. I mean, hey. But nowadays, being called gay is not a slur, so take it as a compliment. Don't put God into casual phrases ever. If you say OMG, it's oh my gosh. Yeah. That's fair. I unironically say frick you and what the frick and self-censor all the time. So I mean I say self-censor, but I don't have the urge to say the thing that is usually said in lieu of it. So no, I get you. You're good. Back in my day, it was swag to be gay and lift, and you couldn't even. Okay, Grandpa. Back to bed with you. The kids definitely still say gay as an insult. Yeah, kids are dumb. What, the spruce? Oh, if you couldn't even lift, bruh. Ah, I see. I was having my masculinity called into question. Yeah, okay, cool. What, the Sigma? Ah, yeah, classic. There we go. From memory, there was an occasion where somebody was like, hey, if you do or don't do this thing, I can't remember off the top of my head, it means you are gay or whatever. And I think my response was turn to the person and just do like, oh God, turn to the person and just be like, cool. Just did like the hang 10, like cowabunga hand symbol to him and just kept walking. I don't understand it personally. Was a hilarious phrase growing up. Never intended as an insult. It was literally just used for sarcasm, which is funny because you didn't know sarcasm. That became popular with the show community, yeah. Dude, kiss me on the lips and say that. Yeah, exactly. You flipped off your grade 1 teacher once? Incredible. Get done. That's a power maneuver right there. I wish I had the confidence to flip off my grade 1 teacher. That'd be hilarious. And you can't get upset in that situation, surely, as a teacher, right? That's just funny. But you can't laugh. That's the problem, is you can't laugh because then you're socially encouraging the behaviour, and then it means that it'll be reinforced, right? So you kind of have to have a stern expression in response. Be like, no, that is bad. Terrible. Never do that again. Hee hee hee. Yeah, there was a show called Community. It is a television show about some people going through community college, and that clip of a particular character sitting at the back of the classroom and going, "Ha, a gay," is from that. Back in your day, you knew when the meatballs be sheesh. I feel as though I would struggle if there was some sort of game show along the lines of we have slipped sort of current day lingo into just a bunch of gibberish and you have to pick out one from the other. I would struggle so freaking hardcore. I don't keep up with the lingo. One of your friends in your class showed you the middle finger and then your grade 1 teacher was like, "Hey, Squid, what are you doing?" And he looked up a bit confused and he said, "I'm just doing this," and flipped off the grade 1 teacher casually. She obviously knew you had zero idea what it meant because she didn't like punish you or anything. She just told you not to do it. Yeah, well, that's what I mean, right? Is like you can't get upset in that situation because it's just kids being silly. Everything is funnier when it's done by tiny people. That's why Mini Me is so funny in Austin Powers. I mean, just in general, right? Like little like toddlers doing rude things is forever comedy gold in like the home videos gag reels. Don't keep up with functioning. Just realize you're not hearing words anymore. Yeah. Yep. One time in school, you were trying to describe the feeling of being exhausted, and in your head, that word sounded like a good stand. Not that you know it was a word at that point. That's very funny. That's very, very, very funny. Reckon you shouldn't do an accent game show? Like you get boomers to try and interpret Gen Z talk, and you get young Americans to try and understand old Aussie slang. Yeah, that would be fun. I mean, they kind of do that on YouTube now. For some reason, YouTube's algorithm is like, "Hey, you're Australian. Check out all of these React YouTubers reacting to Australian things." It pisses me off. Americans trying Vegemite for the first time. I know, it tastes weird for you. You're not used to the palate. It's fine. I don't need to watch this video. All the reacting to Australia stuff is so dumb. Not unicorns. Exactly. It just feels weird. Can't spell anymore. See you later. Hearing words and your hearing and words are broken. Rest up, bud. Rest up. Look after yourself. Catch you later. All right. Well, even though I started about an hour late, I'll still try and push for the 4 hours. So, or should I? I'm trying to work with fixed sleep at the moment. I'll go for a little bit longer. I'll wrap up a little bit early, just as I said, because I want to keep to my new sleep schedule. So yes, I started late, but I should wrap up pretty soon. The older you've gotten, the more Marmite you put on toast. That's the thing, right? Is as your taste buds evolve, as they go from like Charmander, Charmeleon into your current Charizard taste buds, you kind of seek a little bit more punch. That's what I found anyway. Because I degrade. No. Age like a fine wine, mature. That's what I found is I used to hate spice. I used to hate spice in all of its wonderful forms. But nowadays, I'm looking for it. I'm looking for spice to spice up my life. It's a spice world, you know? If you want to be my food, you gotta get with my spice. Spiciness lasts forever. Flavor never ends. To your knowledge, you're not even real, yet still insist on not shutting up about it. True. No, okay, all right. Oh, fine. My career as one of the Spice Girls will not take off, apparently. Mama is to lightly spread, you animal. No, it's good. It's a good time. It's a good time. The higher intensity. I grew up with Vegemite cheese sandwiches. They're so good. Yeah. Yep. One of the Spice Girls, Mahali. Where do you sit on the spice level? Ooh, I'd say I'm at a hot, not a very hot, just a hot. You know, I'm not all the way up on the scale, but I wouldn't say that I'm mild. Oh, actually, no. If we're talking like girl pop group spice levels, I'm probably a lemon and herb, to be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves for a second. Hey, Mahali, do you want to come out drinking with us? No, I'm going to stay home and draw pictures. Brick, I hate Mahali spice. It's so freaking boring. Music box is broken, but this is not the solution. Take this spicy food quiz. It will determine which member of the Spice Girl group we are. Oh, God, I'd be down for that. If somebody can find a which Spice Girl are you, like BuzzFeed style quiz, I will absolutely take that in a heartbeat. I'm a Backstreet Boy. I'm completely off the spice chart, is what you're telling me. It may be not the right direction. Think for MIG deals, you like a medium. For a snack, you like it hot. There you go. Only you can say that you're mild. Joking with you. No, you're good. I got it immediately. Very funny. Very funny. Very funny. Quit playing games with my heart. Bland spice. Yes, exactly. We have sporty spice. Baby spice. Posh spice. Bland spice. I have no flavour. Yeah, milk spice. Perfect. Off-brand spice. Oh, no. You know what? I could be Old Spice. Oh, hell yeah. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-da-ba. I feel as though it was a matter of time. I feel as though it was only a matter of time. BuzzFeed. Hell yeah, here we go. Tell us a little bit about yourself and we'll give you a Spice Girl name. Oh God, there's so many ads. There's so many ads. Yeah, cool. Yeah, no, I'll after ads. Ads are in 1:30. I'll take the quiz and we'll see what Spice Girl name we end up with. What meant to rub you on their armpits? It's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate syntax. Terry Crews Old Spice ads are great. They're really good. Mustafa, what was the name of the original guy as well? Really fun. Really fun. Back when LOL random was actually a creative decision instead of just trend chasing. Yeah, look at you, man. Now back to me. Now back at you, man. Now back to me. I have it. 2 tickets to that thing that you love. Look again, the tickets are now diamonds. So good. So good. Anything is possible when your man smells like Old Spice and not a lady. I'm on a horse. You got Icy Spice? Ooh, Icy Spice is pretty good. Icy Spice is pretty good. Brace for ads. 10 seconds. God, here they come. Can't wait for the Jet Set Radio Future stream this Friday. Absolutely no promises of the sort. Isn't there already an Ice Spice? I don't believe so. Not that I'm aware of. Thinking Ice Spice. Yep. I Spice with my little eye, L. You got Macho Spice? These are great. I can't wait. I absolutely can't wait. Fire, we're gonna find out what my Spice Girl name is in a second. I'm so excited. Your secret spice? Ooh. You emerge with only half a brain cell. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Congratulations on surviving the night. My what name? My Spice Girl name. You did not hear incorrectly. Don't adjust those stations. Tribute band forming in chat. Just spent 5 hours setting up your Christmas overlays for December. Your brain is mush. Oh, yeah, no, I can see that. Good job for getting through it though. I've never really done themed overlays. I should at some point. Ooh. That sounds fun. But I've got other things that I need to do first. Like I've got to do the fridge. I've got to do the fridge overlay. I've got to do new emotes. I've got to do so much to do ahead of that. That's okay. I'll eventually run out of things that I need to do, and then out of sheer boredom, I'll mess with other overlay options. Once I get the name, 5 minutes sketching him to draw as the Spice Girl. Yeah, okay, all right. Apparently you're short, Spice. Stupidest test you've... Oh, dear, dear. Okay, are we ready? Are you ready? I'm pretty happy with the study. It's not perfect, but it gets the elements that I needed out of it. And so I'm happy with that respect. I'm happy in that respect. If I sat there like finicking over every little detail, it'll take me a million years, and then I'm not actually getting anything out of it at that point. I'm happy with the progress that I've made. Let's take a quiz, shall we? Okay, prepare yourselves. You're about to get blinded a little bit. Just a little bit of blinding. Don't mind it. Okay. Choose your birth month. July. So many ads. What is your zodiac sign? Leo, I believe. First name begins with the letter Mahali. Your crush's name begins. I don't know who's. What's a good? Who's a character that I like at the moment? There's a new character that came out in Overwatch. I really like her design. Her name's Vendetta, so we'll go with a V. Boom. Oh, or her name's like Lalupi, I think, is her actual name. We'll go with L. Pick you? Absolutely not. Who's your favorite Spice Girl? I love all of them, obviously. happened. It happened. Solidarity. Squid. Solidarity. We got the best one. We got the best one. We got the best one. Hands down. It's not even close. I'm pissed. What do you mean? What do you mean? Is there no other aspect of... Don't look, Vid. Don't, Vid. Vid, it was broken. Vid, the quiz was broken. Vid, you don't need to pay attention to the results of that quiz. Vid, it was rigged. It was rigged from the start. Hey, going. How is your stream? Welcome in. Hi, how you going? How's... No, we're not getting a chant in chat. Absolutely not. I'm shutting that down. Shut it all down. Welcome in. How you going, Vid? How's your stream? How you going? Just as a heads... how dare you? I'm not going to be going for too much longer, but happy to have you for a little bit. Do you have any work that you'd like to share? God, look, I'm being cyberbullied. I'm being cyberbullied on my own stream. This is quite frankly unacceptable. You second there? So someone of the short spice community keep chatting. No, Squid. You were supposed to balance the bullying on the internet, not join them. Stream good? Glad to hear it. I don't mind chat. I can't even think. I'm getting harassed. Just drown it out. It's fine. Did a drawing for your community challenge. Gonna post it on social. Share a link here. Yeah. Yes, please. Everybody says, look how freaking short you are. That guy is, and then stops you from forming meaningful relationships. Noctua. So rude. I see how it is. I said, Noctua, you were waiting for this moment to tell me how you really felt. No, that's cool. No, that's cool. It's fine. I don't even care. Eli, by the way, too poor for the 5 minutes. No. That's okay. It's the thought that counts. Haven't heard that song. I should. Oh, okay. Right, you were quoting. Here it is. Yeah, I knew it. As soon as you said that you couldn't afford it, I knew that somebody was going to come in and cover the cost for you. All right, Squid. Should I even ask? What would you like me to draw for my 5-minute scribble? It's called Perception Check. Oh, it was that song that was quite the other day. Yeah. Whatever Fields requested. All right. Fields, I'm not even going to ask. I know. I know. 5 minutes on the clock. We are the Spice Girls. Yeah. So just to clarify, am I doing myself as this short spice? Or am I doing a full ensemble of 2 short spices, a chill spice, what were the other ones? A masculine spice? Mighty spice? What was it? Secret spice, macho spice, ice spice. Okay. Icy, short, macho. Who else was there? I think it was that. Icy spice. Right. All together with your spice names. Whereas Old Spice, and Old Spice, of course. Yeah. Can I opt for going for Old Spice, seeing as Squid is also short spice, or are Squid and I twins? Is that how that's working out? Squid in the back to save time. How dare you? How dare? All right. All right, easy done. Easy done. 5 minutes on the clock. Squid and meat? Yeah, okay, all right. Couldn't cop out. That's fine. That's cool. Twinsies. Yeah, okay, all right, all right. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So... Okay, and then we've got macho spice over in the back. Then we have well, what would ice spice be? I feel as though you would also be an icicle shape, surely. Like we're cold, we're shivering. Ooh, ooh, no, we're cold. And then what was it? Secret spice, was it? Secret spice. We've got like there's a bush in the background. Oh god. There's a little bush in the background. And then we've got secret spice. Oh, he's peering out of the bushes there. And then if we've got bushes in the background, we should render it out a little bit more. We've got like a tree. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. And then, oh, there's a happy sun in the background. Oh god, glorious. We've got the full crew. We have the... No, it's not pervy spice. Nah, I won't have that. Absolutely not. And then we've got... Ooh. There we go. God, are we already out of time, basically? Prick. And then the sun. Oh, beautiful. Come in with some highlights. Hop, hop. Really? That's on top? Oop. There we go. Boom. We have the Spice Girls 2 Electric Boogaloo. Just quickly do that behind the tree because I forgot. There we are. Beautiful. Going on the fridge. Glad to hear it. Vid, I did see you post the link. Sorry, I was wrapped up in this. I will absolutely click on that in a second. Sorry. So sorry. Give me a sec. Little signature down the bottom. Oop. There we go. Beautiful. If you want to get a copy of this, it will be in the Discord. In the Share Your Art section, down the bottom. Boom. Okay, let's go find that link. Vid. Here we go. This is the weekly challenge. Drawing challenge of the week. Glass. Have a weekly drawing challenge in your channel. Open to everyone. Ooh. This is sick. Here, let me quickly hide the timer. This is awesome. That's so good. This as a drink decanter is sick. Could you imagine? You're being hosted by somebody at some sort of castle or something, and you're like, oh yeah, one drink please, and they come out with this and place it at the table. You're so dead. You're being poisoned like immediately. But oh God, what a way to go. This is awesome. Thank you for sharing, Vid. This is really, really cool. Highly recommend following Vid, by the way, if you haven't already. You can follow them on Mastodon and Twitch. You won't regret it. I do recommend it. There we go. Boom. This is awesome. Really, really, really cool. Really, really, really cool. Hi, Cloud. Hi. Yeah, of course. Puddle of water under ice. Ah, sorry. I ran out of time. I did run out of time. Give Icy some snow. Ah, too late. Put some extra cheese on nachos. Yeah, it's on the Discord. It is. Spicy Fellas have announced their Australian tour, coming to a city near you with Macho Spice on drums, Icy Spice on bass, Secret Spice on vocals, and Short Spices on a turned-off electric guitar. No, not the here you go. Wait, no, we've prepared it just for you. Oh, don't you hurt yourself. Sure, bro. Brought up the green wine in the snake glass. Yeah, exactly. No, you are 100% getting poisoned in that scenario. 110% you're getting poisoned. Oh, you just woke up? Good morning. Morning. Hope you're feeling better. Should make a tour poster for the Spice Fellas. Dear. I just love the idea of it's so scuffed as a touring group that one, the vocalist you can't see because they're hiding in bushes behind the stage, and two of the members on stage can't be trusted with live instruments. That's awful. In all the best ways. Should at least be trusted one of those baby guitars that have the notes already on the fretboard. Hell yeah. Have you seen the Jack Black actually uses an instrument called the saxoboom, which is exactly that, where it just, you press a note and then it plays a pre-recorded tune. Yeah, yep. During the big music drop, have a secret spice come out of their hiding spot and jump into the air using wires and twirl with... Oh, yeah, for the reveal. Yep. That's a banger song. Goes hard for no reason. Right? For like some weird like pre-recorded children's toy. It's so good. Spice Girls meets Milli Vanilli. I was thinking more Spice Girls meets Blue Man Group, but I mean, sure. Can't believe been banished from electric guitar. I've literally been playing for years. No, it's okay. That's okay. As somebody who similarly has been playing an instrument for years, I take it as a badge of honor that they can't handle the gift that I'd provide. Spice Girl Vanilla Ice collab went on. No. That sounds awful. All right. I am at a point with this that I'm relatively happy. I'll scuff up this left wall a little bit, but otherwise I won't keep touching it just because I can spend years on this. I could happily spend years on it. And I feel as though I have gleaned the wisdom that it will provide. I will move on to another image next stream. Add secret spice to the image. Wait, oh, you can't see secret spice? Secret spice has been in this image the whole time. Can you not see him? Only people with spice tolerance can say. That's how you find out if somebody else is a fan of the spice nachos. Is if you slip into conversation like, "Hey, do you have any spice tolerance? How do you do with spice?" I do like it. Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy with it. How do we go? Obviously, there are some elements that aren't like 100%, but that's fine. I feel as though I got the perspective right that I wanted to, and I got the lighting at least close enough to what I wanted to. There's it'll take 2 seconds to just just darken this a little bit more. There we go. Of the 5 spices, which is the spiciest? Oh, probably posh spice, I'd imagine. I'm not sure. Have to eat a bowl of traditional spicy kimchi stew to be let into the concert. Oh, God. Hazing methods, hell yeah. Just need to add those blue light. Yeah, true. I knew I was missing something. But yeah, no, I'm super happy with this. Super happy with it. Cool. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I thoroughly appreciated the company. Thank you for providing the feedback on the thing that I was chatting about earlier. Greatly appreciated. I'll use that to make decisions moving forward. Meant out of macho and of course. The spiciest would probably be macho spicy, I'd imagine so. Thank you for streaming. Of course. Thank you. Fresh start. fresh start. My sleep is in good nick at the moment, so I'll be sticking pretty close to my usual streaming schedule at this point. So look forward to me being at least slightly on time. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Have an excellent rest of your day or night, depending on where you are. Look after yourselves. Have an excellent start to your week, and I'll catch you later. Bye, everybody. Bye.